What's up? How you doing there, Spence? What's up? What's up? What's up? Michael Wrightsa! How you doing, guys? Welcome to Hangar 51, Sunday edition. Suck it. Yeah, he had to do 2 posts to get that out. Tim, what's up? How you doing, man? Good to see you. So as you can see, I got a new toy. And we're going to talk about it a little bit. We're not going to spend a lot of time on it because I know you guys are not surface guys. And I'm really not either, but this thing is badass. It's really cool. Mike SSI, what's up? I was really impressed. I was not expecting this at all. So it's pretty cool. About the shit and shower. Why, you got a date? You going out? What's going on? Seven here, 4 likes. That's great, guys. Thank you. Appreciate the likes. Good job. Didn't even have to remind you, and you're already on it. So good job, guys. Thank you. So went flying Saturday, spent the night at the field Saturday night. So I was all there today, and it was raining most of the day. I got 3 flights in before the weather turned to crap. And so anyway, but I got a lot accomplished. So it's pretty cool. Ken Bird, what's up? How you doing, man? Yeah, you came to the right place for the shit part. Yeah, the shit's already taken care of for you, Tim. Now you just have to shower. Showing up here took care of the shit. You just skip the tank and go right to prop balancing. Prop balancing 101. So my new acquisition, the new airplane, encountering more problems. You know, I'm just about ready to just take the whole thing apart and then put it back together my way, because nothing seems to be working out the way he did it. So I'm redoing, little by little, I'm redoing the whole airplane. So yeah, that's perfectly normal, Tim. If one nut hangs a little lower than the other, that's perfectly normal. Nothing wrong. Don't call your doctor. You're fine. So after redoing the main gear to get those to stop acting like shopping cart wheels, you know, ground flat spots on both where it goes into the trunnion, and then also where the strut mounts to the shaft coming out of the trunnion. So I got that handled, Loctite everything in. That was great. I thought we had the landing gear solved. Took the flight yesterday, landed, and I had no nose gear steering. So I thought, well, you know, it's a pull system. I thought maybe one of the wires broke. I didn't know. Now all the nuts the grub screws are all loose on the nose wheel, and again there's no flat spot. So I had to tighten those up, and now I'm going to have to take the nose gear all apart, grind some flat spots, and then re-Loctite the screws in, and that'll cure that problem. And then meanwhile all that was going on, one of the pilot's heads fell off. He put the pilot heads on servo arms and servos so the heads would turn, and the pilot's head fell off. So we've got the headless horseman flying the plane now. So because his head's in his lap. So anyway, so I gotta cut the floor out of it to get in there so I can take the pilots out and fix that as well. So it's just way too much maintenance on a plane I bought ready to fly. We haven't started talking about the piece of shit yet, Michael. So we're about to. I want to get a few more people in here. Ken, did you get to fly your Carbon Z T28? Or had you? I can't remember if you'd flown it or not. Tim, what's up? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Yeah, Michael Bear doesn't like retracts either. Yeah, see, I'm just the opposite. I like all that stuff. I like the lights. I like the retracts, flaps, bomb drop, all that cool stuff. So I'm into all that extracurricular stuff. So all right, so we got 12 in here. I guess we'll start talking about the tank. So this is the Hang Long tank that Motion sells, but I didn't buy it from Motion. I got a much better deal on it on eBay. This is the full metal. This thing weighs 13 pounds, guys. Victor, what's up? Let's see. What did Tim put up? The three amigos, Mutt and Jeff, plus myself. Yeah. Oh, is that from the fly-in, Tim? Where you guys were together at the fly-in? Is that what that is? David, what's up? How you doing, man? Good to see you. I've really had very little trouble with retracts. My biggest retract problem is my Taft Viper, which is sitting right here. You can see the wing right here. That's my only real retract issue plane. The rest of them work fine. So, George Watts, what's up? How you doing, man? Yeah, so this is the full metal. So there's let me change subject for just a second. So there's a million of these little bits that go all over this thing. They give you like, I think 10 different trees of little plastic doodads to hang all over. Every place there's a hole on this damn tank, all over here and here, and all along the front here, and all the back over here, and something goes there. There's a piece like this that plugs into all these damn holes. So you got to cut them all out and trim them up, and then you put them where they go. And you know, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to glue them on because these haven't really fallen off. I put the barrels on the back here, but I keep knocking them off. So I don't know how I'm going to do all these bits, and I'm not sure. It's a bottom feeder to put the battery in it, and if I put bits on it here and then turn it upside down, the shit's going to get broken off. So I gotta see what I'm going to do about that. So let's see. I've done a couple of times. Was always enjoyed applying it. It's plain. I got you, Ken. All right. Well, you know, to each his own. I'm glad you're happy with the 1.1. That's awesome. You know, you could have kept the big one and just left the gear down. You didn't have to put the gear up. You fly it around with the gear down. You know, that solves the retract problem. You know, just unplug it and you don't have retracts anymore. You know, it's just a bigger 1.1 no frills, you know, airplane. But anyway, you know, the fact that you sold it and made money on it's great. So that's definitely a plus. Great job there. Jeff in Lower Alabama, what's up? So anyway, get back to this. So there's all these little bits you got to put on it, and I haven't even. All I did was the cans so far. There's a lot of. There's chains and cables and all kinds of stuff. I don't even know what hooks, all kinds of hooks, and it's just nuts. So I bought, this is the all metal version. Now, Motion wants $189 for this tank in the plastic version. And then they want $299 for the all metal version. Okay, so that's $300. Found this one on eBay for $214. This is the metal version, the $300 version. And it's got metal tracks, metal wheels, all the swing arms are metal, the metal gearbox. It's like I said, it's 13 pounds. And she had it listed for $214 plus shipping, $37 shipping. But she had a make offer button. So I hit the make offer button, and they just, you can make any offer you want, but they gave 3 suggested offers: $170, $188, or $196. And that's, she wanted $214. So I picked the $188, and she took it. And I left money on the table because after talking with her, because she made sure I knew it was $37 shipping. So she would have taken the $170. So you could get this one probably for right around $207 shipped. So that's like $100 off of Motion's price for the same tank. This is the hang long one. So anyway, but it's very cool, and it does some. I don't even know all the stuff it does, but some of the cool stuff I found, I'm going to show you because it's pretty cool. Now, I don't know if this is going to be too loud, and if it is, I can turn it down. Okay, but the sound effects are crazy. So you get the startup motor effect. So that's it idling. That's got to be too loud. I'm going to turn it down. We'll leave it there. Of course, the turret swings. You can elevate the gun or lower the gun. Now this shoots the airsoft BBs. Let's turn that volume down some more. And this is what sold me on this. This is the coolest feature. John Graham, what's up? Keith Christie, what's going on? How you doing, guys? It actually has a recoil and you can adjust how much recoil. But when you fire the gun, the BB, it's got a machine gun. And there's two different sound effects on the machine gun. I think. So those are two different sound effects for the machine gun, but this is the one. This is the one I love. So let me. I'm going to fire a BB into the. What the tank recoils from the hit. This killed me. Now it doesn't do it every time. Sometimes it fails, but. Did you see it recoil? I love that. And it's firing little BBs, the airsoft BBs. And of course it goes forward and back. It's not real fast, but it's fast enough. It's a tank. It's got lights. There's headlights on it and tail lights. Now let me. Well, here, let's just do this. Okay, so turn the volume off, and so it's got headlights, and then it's got tail lights, and then it's got a smoke generator. And oh my God, it smokes like crazy. There's two vents right here on the sides. And there's a lot of smoke coming out of this thing. And you can actually see it coming right out of here. Let me do this. You can see it coming right out of the vents. Let's do this. Look at it streaming out of the vent there. You know, so when it's running, it looks like exhaust smoke. You know, not like you're putting up a smoke screen. It looks like exhaust smoke. And they give you the oil for the smoke. So it's really cool. Yep. Yeah, it has the smoke too. Yep. And yeah, it's just really cool. I was playing with it all day today. Couldn't do a lot of flying. So I was playing with this a lot. And it was really funny. I drove all the way across the field, probably a good 300 feet, over to where the other guys were sitting. And I drove all the way over there, and I raised that gun up, and I turned the turret a little bit, and I fired a BB at the guy and hit him right in the nuts. They were laughing their asses off because I hit him in the nuts. So that was it was really so they loved it. Everybody was talking about this thing at the field. They loved it. So anyway, so I just had to share this with you guys. I just thought it was way better than I had anticipated. I wasn't expecting it to be this cool. And like I said, between the smoke and the recoil when you fire the BB gun part, and the sound effects are great. I just loved it. You know, I can't stop fucking with it. It's just a lot of fun. So anyway, if you were thinking about getting one of these, you can definitely get it cheaper on eBay. I think the woman, I think her name on eBay is Crystal Palace? No. Something like that. Anyway, Crystal Lady, that's what it is. Craig Beaven, what's up? Yeah, Crystal Lady. So if you look her up, and you find her tank, and it's got that make an offer button, you know, she'll probably take $170 for the steel version, plus the shipping. So it'd be right at $200, a little over $200, and it's well worth that. And I tell you, it's my biggest fear. Why I bought the metal track one, the all metal one, is because I figured it's going to sit on my shelf a lot. I'm probably not going to play with it that much. in 10 years from now, with it sitting on the shelf behind me over here, like over here, um, the plastic tracks are probably going to fall off of it, rot, whatever, and then I won't be able to get them, and the metal tracks are never going to rot, and they might rust, but that's okay. That's patina. It'll look right. I can just see the plastic ones rotting, falling off, and then I won't be able to get them. So I wanted the metal ones, so I knew that that would never be an issue. And it takes a 2-cell battery. The battery bay is big enough to put, a 6,000 2-cell in it. You can run it for a week. It comes with a 1,800 milliamp, and it'll run easily 20 minutes on that. Easy. You can run around the place all over the place for 20 minutes easy. And on the 1,800, it's a lithium-ion battery. I've got a LiPo in it right now. But yeah, just it's a bottom loader. The bay, you see how big that is? Where the screw is all the way to the back. I mean, it's a big ass bay for the battery. So you can put a big ass battery in it if you want to play a lot. And I'm pretty certain it'll climb over anything. It's got tons of torque. And all the suspension wheels are full. Here, let me do this. They're all full articulating. These things all individually, they just, every one of them. It works like a real tank. I mean, it really does. It's pretty special. I really like it. So if you guys are interested in the tank, pick one of the, they're all pretty much the same. I mean, this is the British Challenger tank. They have the American, the Abrams. They have a what do they call it? The Bulldog. They got the Panther tank. Russian tanks, the T-50. There's a bazillion of them, and but they're all going to work the same way. The internals are all the same. So you're going to have the same recoil, firing the gun, the smoke, the lights. They're all going to have all that. And so anyway, I just thought that was really cool. I really was glad I bought it. I can't wait to put all the bits on it. Like I said, the only thing I put on so far were these barrels on the back. And I'm probably going to paint some of them, detail them. But the trick is going to be which ones and where, because, like I said, it's a bottom loader. The only thing I can think of is I think I can turn it on its side like this and put the battery in it. And so I'm just going to have to look at what I'm putting on the sides. I know there's a big steel cable that hangs here. So maybe I'll leave that off so that I can turn the tank on its side to put a battery in it and leave the rest of the bits on it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure I'll have it on the show again after I detail it, put all the bits on it. It comes with a decal sheet too, but I've never seen any kind of decals on a tank. I mean, besides maybe a number and an American star, this has got British flags and all kinds of crazy stuff. I don't think I've ever seen anything on a tank before, but maybe I'm wrong. So Shadow, what's up? How you doing, man? So, all right. So enough of the tank. We're done with the surface portion of the show. I just wanted to share that with you. Like I said, my favorite part was when I'm reading the instruction and it said you can adjust the recoil of the gun. I was like, what? And there's 4 levels. So there's no recoils, a little more, and a lot. And I got it set on a lot, and that just blew me away. So I thought that was the coolest thing ever. All right, so let me get this off of here. I'm just going to set it on the floor over here, get it off the table. Okay. All right. So now we've got this nice, beautiful. Let me get rid of the radio too. Got a nice, beautiful surface for the next part of the show, which is not going to thrill a bunch of you, but Michael Bear's going to love this part of the show. So I ordered a flight test plane, and I'm going to do an unboxing. I want you guys to see if you're thinking about buying a flight test kit, we're going to go over it right now. We're going to open it up. This is the Corsair. This is not the Mighty Mini. This is the big Corsair. It's 1200 millimeters. They also have they don't have a bigger Corsair, but they have a AT6 Texan that's a 1450 size. And then they have some even bigger planes than that. But most of their planes are in the 1200 or less type sizes. And, well, Bill, what's up? How you doing, man? So I bought the Corsair because I had bought a long time ago, years ago, I bought a set of retracts, lightweight retracts, and they're the rotating kind. So for a P40 or a Corsair. And since I have the retracts already, I figured I'm going to build a flight test Corsair and put these retracts in it. And you guys, if you remember on my show Thursday night, I showed you that guy that had done that such a beautiful job. This is the very plane he bought. And he did his own thing with it. And I'm going to copy his wing mounting idea. I love that idea. So anyway, we're going to open the kit up and see just how complicated one of these master builds are. So what did what's going on with Eric? Uh-oh. Hang on, I missed something here. Let me back up for a second. Just got an alert that I went live. Okay, well, that's good. I'm glad you're getting alerts because I haven't been getting a lot of them. I don't know what's going on with that. YouTube, you know. They're screwing up other things when they could be fixing stuff that's wrong, you know, that they need to fix. Now, they're not going to fix that, but they're going to screw with other stuff. So... Mike Bird's here too. How you doing, Mike? Good to see you. JCB, what's up? Who else? Anybody else? If I missed you, raise your hand. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. It's your fault, Wild Bill. What did you do? I missed it. I couldn't find it. I tried to look for it. I couldn't find it. What did you do? What happened? You know, you didn't crash your RV-8, did you? What happened, Wild Bill? Tell me. Broke your stream? You mean you broke my stream because you said hi or something? I don't care. You can break my stream anytime. As long as you didn't break an airplane like the RV-8, I'm good. You can break my stream anytime you want. So everything's my fault. Listen, all the guy that sold me the airplane, you know, he crashed both of his maidens and crash landed all of the planes except his P40, and it's all my fault, all of it, the whole thing. I have bad aura around me, and you know, it's all my fault. So. Lennon Stewart, what's up? How you doing, man? So this is a flight test kit. So I'm going to open it and show you what you get in the flight test kit. Now this is a master build, and basically the difference between the regular build and the master build is the regular build is all square. You know, you take out the little piece of foam, and then it's either an A, you know, above or a B beside fold, you know, and it's the same deal. It's just you can either put it this way or you can put it this way. It's just, you know, are you bringing this up there or are you folding it up on top here? That's the difference. You know, you fold it up on top or you fold it up against, and that's the between an A and a B fold. The master build stuff is all round. You got to peel the paper off one side, and then you roll it on your desk and get a round curvature to it, and then you have to Like if it's an engine cowl, you make a perfect circle. You got to glue it together. You got to hold it. It's a lot more work, but I don't think it's hard work. Just time consuming. You know, it's going to take a lot more time. But when you get done, like the plane you guys saw Thursday night, that looked like a real buy it out of the box, ready to fly foam RC airplane. You would have never sold me on the idea that that was a foam board airplane. It looked that good. It was beautiful. So, that's what I like about the master build stuff, is that they look really, really good. You know, like it is a store-bought airplane. So, is Tug here? We're firing off cheeseburgers. What do we? So yeah, oh yeah, the master builds look much better, much better. You know, the easy build stuff is okay, especially depending on if it's a Cub, who cares? You know, it's pretty square anyway. But the warbirds are all very roundy, and if you build a cheap one of the easy build flight test warbirds, it's a square box type format, which doesn't look very good. But these master builds are beautiful. And I bought a Michael Bear. I hope you're still here watching. I bought a 50 sheet box of foam board. So I'm going to try. We'll see. To use this as a pattern and build one or two of these from my box of foam board to start off with, and keep this as a pattern to build more later. I'm thinking I'll have the whole Baba Black Sheep, air wing and foam board Corsairs. Where are you, Shadow? You're back to driving. What do you mean? Are you remote? Where are you? No, Lyndon, that was the British Challenger tank, which is where our Abrams, the U.S. Abrams tank came from. Basically, we copied the British Challenger. I believe they had it first, and we just took their idea and made it, made our own. And I just think the Challenger is a little bit better looking. It's got more lines, more. Our Abrams is very boxy, very square, very straight edge. This has got some shape to it. So I decided I wanted the Challenger one. Yeah, Vaughn, I agree. The Flight Test B-17, the big one, is beautiful. What an amazing looking airplane. And amazingly strong. They were firing apples at it. And they beat the living crap out of that thing, and it still flew. It had holes through the wing, and just like the real thing. Those things came home so shot up, and they still flew home. And that's the way after they nailed that thing with a bunch of different apples and blew a hole through the wing and everything, it was still flying. I was like, oh, crap. So, yeah. So that was a very cool. All right, so first look. We open it up. Oh, I'd have bought a T-shirt too. So this is what we get. It's bubble wrap on top. Let's RC, what's up? Good to see you, man. So get rid of the foam. Here's my T-shirt. Part of the flight test crew now. Got myself a flight test T-shirt. The Festival of Flight. Flight Fest 2023. Fury Field. Yeah, so I thought it was a nice look. It was on sale. I think it was $10. It was on sale. So I bought that. And then I bought, what's this? Is this a servo or something? Oh, I bought a motor. That's right. So I bought the motor that they recommend for this airplane through them because it was only like $4 different than I could buy it elsewhere. So I just went ahead and got it from them. So I didn't buy the power pack, but I bought the motor. I've already got a boatload of servos coming from two other sources. So I didn't buy the servos and the ESC, but I did buy the motor. Okay, so here's what you get when you get out of the shipping box. Here's the actual kit. So, I had a T-shirt and a motor in there extra. Now we're looking at just the kit. And they shrink wrap the kit. And let's do this. So that's a close-up of what it's going to look like, the master build. Okay. And it comes with a decal sheet for the canopy right here. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to make a clear canopy just like the other guy did that we watched Thursday. So not positive I'm going to do that, but I think I'm going to do that. So and here's the plywood stuff. There's some popsicle sticks in here, which they're and some barbecue skewers, and then there's these wing ribs that are gull wing, and that's the part I might have trouble with. I got to see where I can get plywood this thickness. I'm thinking a door skin will work, but maybe not. So we'll look into that and see. Should have gotten a green one. A green what? Green shirt? They didn't have any. They were out of stock of all the other ones. If that's what you're talking about, Jeff. I'm not sure if that was for the shirt, but yeah, it's they didn't have my size. That they were out of a lot. They were out of a lot of the ones that were on sale. They were out of a lot of sizes. So I took what I could get. What was is there a date on here when that event was or is? It says 2023. Yeah, I don't know if that. Did they already have Flight Fest 2023? Is that already over? Any of you guys know? Michael Bear would know. Are you still in here, Michael? You better be in here. I'm doing this for you. All right, so let me open this up. So I'm a little disappointed. I bought a box of foam board. It was in the summer, yeah. Okay, yeah, I figured I probably missed it. Because I wanted the good foam board that they use in these kits, and I don't think that's what I got. For you guys that have bought foam board before, you'll know what I'm talking about. When you look at a sheet of foam board, it's got these waves in it. And the box of foam board I got has the waves in it. And I didn't think the foam board I was going to get from them was going to have the waves in it, but it does. So let's see if this kit, the foam in this kit is wavy or not. Oh, that's good shrink wrap. Holy crap. Try not to cut the paper foam or the little sheet here. Jesus. Okay. All right, so we got the little paper. We'll take that off. Okay. Let's get, I think we're going to get close here. Let me get the other camera so we can look at this a little better. Yes, exactly, Ken. That's why I ordered their box of their foam board. I wanted the good stuff that they have special made. but when I got it and looked at it, it didn't look like it was any different than. Yeah, see, this has got the waves in it, so I guess it's the same foam board they're using. So here's the decals for the canopy, but I'm gonna make a clear canopy. I'm not gonna see the black canopy on this. I don't want the black canopy. I'm gonna make a clear one. So probably not gonna use those. So all this stuff is laser cut. Okay, so hang on a minute. We still got the shrink wrap. Just sticking these things together. Let me get the shrink wrap all the way off. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right. All right. Let's start with the plywood. All right. So there's some shrink wrap in here. There's some wood dowels. They look like barbecue skewers, but they look like they're a little thicker and a little straighter. They're pointed on the end, but these aren't just cheapy. We got push rods. These look like they might be better quality, but they're shorter. These aren't very long. The barbecue skewers I have are very, very long. That's been cut though. Maybe this here are the barbecue skewers I use. Okay, so theirs is a little bigger in diameter. And oh, wait a minute. It is the same length. They just look shorter because they're bigger in diameter. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger in diameter. All right. We've got the motor firewall right here for the motor box. And let me cut this open here. There's a rubber band in there. Wow, a rubber band. So I don't know what the rubber band's for, because they don't hold the wing on with a rubber band on this one. So this is the part that might be tricky for me to reproduce. This plywood spar. Okay, and there's two of them. There's a front and a back. That's, I think, the front one. This is the back one. It's a little shorter. Yeah, so it's not quite the same length. So those are these are the only two sticklers maybe that might be a problem. If it wasn't for that, I could reproduce the rest of this. I got push rod. These are some push rods that already have the Z-bend bit at one end of them. So we got, I don't know, how many push rods have we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 push rods, and they're too long, too short. Obviously, the long ones are going to go through the fuselage. Short ones are for the wing, and they're cut the length. You put the Z-bend in it, and then you cut it where you want it, and throw away the extra. And Josh talked about this. It's cheaper for them to just buy this off-the-shelf pre-long or short than to have them pre-cut the size. They're way more expensive if you do that. So he just said he soon give you the Rex. You get to keep the extra wire. You can make more push rods out of them if you want. So that's how he felt that was the best way to handle it. All right, so it looks like we got 4 barbecue skewers. Okay, and they're very straight. The cheapies I buy, some of them aren't too straight. We've got all these tubes, which I'm assuming these are either guides for the push rods. I think is what they're supposed to be. I thought they were shrink wrap because they were flexible, but I think these are tubes to guide the push rods. And we got quite a few of these. 3, like 7? I don't know why we need this many, but yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 7, 8. There's 8 of these. I don't know why. Got a big thing of white Velcro. That's pretty nice. 2 popsicle sticks, small ones. Here are your control horns. These are the laser cut plywood control horns you glue into the surface. May not use those. Firewall, I'll use that. And a rubber band. So that's all the contents of the hardwood part of the book, the package. So let's get that stuff off of here. All the little doodads, the little bits. That's all the bits. 2 long push rods, 2 short push rods. I'm thinking about moving my elevator servo to the back of the airplane and eliminating that long push rod for the elevator. The rudder I don't care about. That's fine. But the elevator, I think I'm going to move the push rod, you know, the servo to the back of the plane and do it that way. So here's a sheet of foam board. And we've got this is the horizontal stab here, right here. And these look like, I'm not sure what those are. It could be the ailerons. This is already scored here, so the elevator is here, and the stab is in the front and the elevator's in the back, are all one piece here. It's got a score mark so it folds. So these are not that. They don't look like rudders. I don't know what this B obviously is some kind of, this is probably the tail cone, the back part of the fuselage, I'm guessing. And then on this side, these are servo mounts, I'm assuming. This looks like possibly the cowl, and this the half round circle here I think is cowl, and I think these are actually part of the spar. You glue these to the wood spar, and I'm not sure. These look like they might be the cowl, possibly. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. So that's the first sheet of foam board. Next we've got, oh, I know this is the cowl for sure because it's got the cowl flaps. If you look, you see all those little cuts, like little rectangles and squares. Those are the cowl flaps. So I know that's the cowl, part of it. And there's some reinforcing ribs and stuff in here. Here's the rudder, vertical stabilizer rudder right there. And another set of the wing, reinforcing the wing spar. Okay. And this is all laser cut, guys. So obviously this is the wing. Okay, and it's pre-cut completely. You know, here's where the relief is for the aileron, and here's the aileron on the bottom half of the wing. You know, and this folds over and creates a wing, and then some more. This is, I think, goes around the motor, the front part of the fuselage, where the motor box is going to go through here, because it's a swappable. So for you guys that are familiar with flight tests, they make these swappable, so you can build one motor pod and you can pull it out and put it in every airplane you build. So you don't have to keep building motor pod after motor pod. You take the same one motor pod, slide it out of the plane, put it in the next plane. These are spars, obviously bulkheads for the fuselage. So that's what those are, and this is the front bulkhead. And I think these are wing. Like wingtip reinforcers, I think. Not positive. When I build it, I'll find out all the technical stuff. But for now, I just wanted to show you what it looks like. And then, of course, here's the other wing. And that's everything, guys. That's the whole airplane right there. And the only thing that makes this more complicated than their easy builds is that you have to peel off the one side of the paper and roll it over the edge of a table or something to make it roundy. And that's how you make this. Uh-oh. How the hell did I do that? I just flipped my show upside down. What the hell did I do to do that? What hotkey makes it flip the show upside down? Well, this is weird. Now it really really truly is the shit show. How the hell? All right. Let me see if I can figure out how to flip this back over. That's crazy. I've never had this happen before. Christ, now everything's upside down. Oh my God, this is going to be horrible. How in the world did I do this? Everything's backwards. Are you guys seeing it upside down too, or is it just me? So it's right side up for you guys. Well, it's upside down for me. I'm not going to be able to read it. Well, I guess I can. But it's not very easy to read this shit upside down. What the hell? Okay. Here, I got the minimize. Let's see. A new tab. These are the shortcuts. Shift escape. Control bookmark. Control Shift T. Control. Oh my God. Oh my, now what? Oh shit! Now what did I do? Oh no, I don't want to edit. Okay, hang on a minute. Let me see if I can cancel this. Oh my God, this is crazy. What the hell am I gonna do? What did I open now? Oh no, that's the other stupid thing. I don't. Everything's backwards. The mouse is running backwards. Yeah, turn the screen down. I can't flip the television upside down. Or the laptop. Good advice, though. Just I can't read that. It's hard to read upside down, guys. Go to refresh page. I don't know that that's going to do any good. I might lose the show if I do that. I'm not sure I can refresh the page without losing the show. Hang on a minute. Oh my God. Never a dull moment. How in the hell did I do that? History down. Oh, bookmark. Google. Entertainment. Zoom. Print. Cast. Find. More. Edit. Settings. Help. Exit. Well, that didn't help. You just made it go full screen, but that didn't help. Oh my God. Oh my God. You've got to be kidding me. How the hell did I do this? Now I can't get the high key back up. No, that's... Get a mirror. Yeah, I thought of that. Hey, somebody Google it for me, all right? How do you flip the screen back upside? How do you flip the screen upside down? I don't have my phone. I thought I brought my phone out here, but I didn't. Damn it. Somebody Google it and see if it tells you how to flip your screen upside down. Arrow key. Yeah, I'm farting with that. Flip screen, Control Alt up. Control Alt up. Got it! Good job! JCB, you are the man. Thank you. I thought I already tried that. I've been hitting the control, but I guess I didn't hit it. That did it. I'm back right. Okay, thank you. Thank you. That you saved my life tonight. Oh my God, that was crazy. I couldn't believe I did that. All right, so we're back. We got it back. So, yeah, Lips, I see you got it too. Thank you. Yeah. Check your phone, text you. Okay, John, I thank you. I don't have my phone on me. I thought I brought it out here. I guess I didn't. So anyway, let's finish up on this, then we'll get on to the next subject. So I got... so the only thing I can notice, the outer paper of this foam board seems smoother, nicer foam board. Fred, what's up? You just missed all the fun. I flipped my show upside down. I didn't know how to fix it. The guys helped. They all helped me. Thank you. Yeah, inverted flight. I do a lot of that, but not on the screen. Because not only was I upside down, but the controls are all backwards too. And I'm like, oh God. So yeah, so the finish on this paper is much nicer. So, and that's what this looks like, the foam board I got in my box. So I do have a better finish, paper wise. So I'm glad I bought their foam board to build airplanes with instead of the stuff I can buy at the Dollar Tree, because that stuff's not very good. It's not this good anyway. So that's all there is to these kits, guys. Michael, are they master build Corsairs or the easy build or Corsairs? Which one you guys got flying at the field? Yeah, I don't think they offer the brown anymore, Kenny. Thank you for coming to the show. Welcome. Because if I would have thought if I bought a box of foam board, it would have, if they had the brown, I would have got brown. Because that was supposed to be the waterproof stuff, but this stuff is, I think, also, but now it's white. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with one of these Corsairs. I'm going to build it white and fill it with LED lights inside of it, so it'll glow like a lantern. I'm going to make a night flyer out of it, so I'm not going to paint it. I might paint some markings on it or something, but I'm going to leave it mostly white. So that no paint on it, the light will shine right through the foam board, and I'll have a beautiful night flyer. So that's kind of one of the other things I think I might do with this. I'm going to test it anyway. I'm going to go buy some zinc chromate primer and paint the inside of the wing. Because when I cut out for the wheel opening, you're going to be able to see inside the wing, and I want to see that green, the chrome, the zinc chromate primer inside. So I think that's going to be a cool effect. So I'm going to try to paint all these pieces before I assemble it. The green, the inside pieces, the green zinc chromate, just to add effect. Like when you take the hatch off to get inside to put a battery and everything, it'll all be zinc chromate inside. Kind of like the way the Tiger Cat's that way. The Tiger Cat's all green, green inside, the zinc chromate inside. So I'm going to kind of duplicate that with this, I think, when I build this. So, but yeah, that's... so anyway, so that's the flight test kit. We'll... I'll probably do a build video, more than likely. I'll probably put all this, on video. And it might not be as detailed as theirs. I am going to do some different building techniques. I don't use hot glue. I shouldn't say I don't use exclusively hot glue. Hot glue doesn't work in Florida. So the way I build these is I do a long dotted line of contact cement, similar to foam tack. And then I go back over it with the hot glue in between the dots or the dashes of the contact cement, the hot glue. And then I fold it over, hold it down and let it dry. So what happens there is the hot glue is going to immediately hold it in place, and the contact cement is going to permanently glue it, so that if it gets too hot in my car, it won't come unglued. It'll stay glued together because the hot glue might melt, but the contact cement won't. So I do a double, and it's more work and it takes longer, but that's okay. The end result is I'll have a more durable, longer life airplane that will... Yes, I know, Kenny. That technique's definitely going to... Like I said, it's just going to take time. The master builds take a lot of time to build, because you end up having to make like a round cylinder. You got to glue the two pieces together, and then you got to sit there and hold it while it dries, and to keep that shape, to keep the So yeah, I understand. I know what I'm getting into. I gave this a lot of thought. I know what I'm getting into, and yes, you're right. It's going to be challenging, but I'm up for the challenge. I'm pretty sure I'm up for the challenge. So we're gonna give it my best shot, and if I fail, I'll have it on camera, and you guys will all see the fail. But I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna be able to do it. I really do. I'm not intimidated by it. I think I can do it. I don't have any problem with my thought process here. I think it's gonna work out pretty good. My other foam planes I built the same technique. I used the combination of the contact cement and the hot glue, and it worked out fine. So the trick now is going to be the extra hold time, the rolling of the paper to get the shape, and then the extra time gluing it, holding it while you're gluing it. But like I said, I'm up for the challenge. So let me put all these bits back in the bag here. Keep it all together. Nice piece of Velcro. Big white Velcro. Very nice. Yeah. Let me show you these. These are the control horns that they give you. That you have to, you break out, and there's three holes. So you got 3 different settings of how sensitive the control surfaces are. So that's their signature cheap control horn stuff. And they work. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It works. All right. So now we're done with that. So I got my motor to go in this. I don't have an ESC. Well, I've got ESCs laying around here, so I'm sure I have an ESC that'll work. We're going to set that over there for now. I almost dumped everything back out of that bag, but I forgot the rubber band. I don't know what the rubber band's for. I don't know what they're doing that. Okay. All right, so we've gone over the tank. Philip, what's up? Good to see you, man. Yeah, Kenny, I agree. I'm not sure I'm going to use them. I'll probably put real control horns on it. We'll see. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet. Yeah, I thought of that, Michael. I already went and looked. And the price difference, I couldn't get the exact KV motor. It was close enough to work, but it was like, there was only a $4 difference between Flight Test's motor and Buddy RC or Value Hobby. I went to Value Hobby, Altitude, and Value, Altitude, and Buddy, and priced out their motors, and they were all pretty close. So I just went with the Flight Test motor. I'm pretty sure I believe that Sunny Sky is making their motors for them. I believe they had a pretty good relationship with them when they first started the channel. So I'm guessing that's probably what they are. So anyway, yeah, I believe I think that is the C motor. I think that was a C out of the C bundle, I believe. I'm not sure. Yes, Bill, I ordered it from Flight Test. Yep. Yeah, I went on. After watching the video I showed you guys Thursday, because I was going to order the bundle kit for the AT6. I had my heart set on it. I was going to buy it. I was going to put cheap retracts in that one too. And I was all set to buy that thing. I was getting ramped up to do it. And then I found my set of cheap, really, really lightweight. These things don't weigh anything. They're really, really lightweight. Rotating retracts for a P40 or a Corsair. And I thought, well, shit. Let's get a Corsair kit. Did they make a 1450 size Corsair kit? I didn't know. So I went out and looked, and I thought about Michael Bear saying that, he blows his up to make bigger planes. And I thought about that too. I thought, well, God, I could do that. And I went on there and I found that it was just under 1,200 millimeters, which is a nice size. It's more than 11, not quite 12. That's a good size airplane. And then I saw that guy's video with that awesome job he did, and that sold me on it. I said, screw it. I'm buying that kit, and I'm going to put my retracts on it. So that's what I did. But yeah, I bought it from Flight Test. So I got a Flight Test shirt. You guys that weren't here for the beginning, they had a shirt on sale. Normally $20, it was on sale for $10. So I bought my Flight Test shirt, and then I got the motor for the kit and the kit. So that's what I ordered. Scott, what's up? How you doing, Scott? So, Scott, I'm glad you're here. I have some news for you. So, even though I said it wasn't coming, I was hoping that that would change, and it did. But I've been planning for it. So, I added something to my trailer. And I just tested it with the wife tonight. I tested it last night when I spent the night at the field, but then I fired it up here. Lewis, what's up? And had the wife go out and check it out, and she loved it. She thought it was great. So I have a big screen TV in my trailer mounted on the wall that swings out to so I can display it out the back of the trailer, and I have a sound system hooked to it and a laptop that I can play movies. So we're going to have a drive-in, walk-in, drive-in theater at Bigfoot for the kids, and I'm going to be playing either planes, fire and rescue, Cars 2, and for the adults, Top Gun Maverick. I'm bringing all these Blu-ray movies with me, and we're going to play them on my 54-inch TV that'll be on the back of the trailer. So I hope that's gonna, and it's awesome. I said the same thing there. I said, get your shoes on, come out to the Hangar 51 drive-in walk-in theater. And I had chairs set up and everything, and the movie was already playing, and we went out and sat down, and I've got this sound system that worked perfect so everybody will be able to hear it, and it came out really good. I'm really happy how that came out. And when I get there, I'll show you how involved it was to put this TV in there and secure it so it wouldn't get broke on the way there. So far, so good. It made it all the way to the field and back, no problem. Everything worked exactly the way I planned it. So we're good. So yeah. So it looks like I'm planning on coming now. And so unless something happens between now and then, I am planning on coming. Yeah, Eric, I was touching things again. But accidentally this time. You missed it. I had the screen upside down. And I didn't know how to fix it, but a few of you guys Googled it, figured out how to do it. It got me fixed because I was freaking out. Not only it was hard to read everything upside down, but the controls were backwards too. So if I wanted to go left, I had to go right, and up it was down, and down and it was, oh my God, I'm like, holy shit. So yeah, but they looked it up and it worked and got me back right side up. But yeah, I was touching shit, but accidentally. I didn't do it on purpose. It was totally an accident, I promise. Am I going to go live from Bigfoot? Possibly. Yeah, I might do that. I can't remember if I went live. I don't think I went live last year because Barbara was with me. So yeah, I don't think I went live last year. But yeah, I'll probably go live. I'm planning to come really early, Tuesday or Wednesday. So I'll be there Thursday. Yeah, I saw that, Scott. So you have a spot. I want to be all the way down at the end of the runway. I don't need a table. I'm self-contained in the trailer. I want to be down there so there's room for people to put up chairs behind my tent, because the way it projects corner like diagonally out of the trailer. So if I put my tent, everybody can sit behind my tent in rows and see the screen beautifully, and the sound will be good. And so that's kind of where I need to be. All the way, like I was last year, all the way down by the end of the runway. So yeah, if I get that spot, I think it'll be good, and I think it's going to work out. It all worked exactly the way I wanted it to. I was really surprised myself with that one. That I actually came up with an idea and then it just worked. Yeah, that's where I want to be. Yep, right down there, Scott, down at the end there, past the end of the fence area, so that people can bring chairs. Their back will be to the runway, and they'll be looking at my trailer like catty corner. Behind my tent will be here, the trailer will be here, the screen's coming out this way, so they'll all be sitting in rows behind my tent. So I shouldn't be in anybody else's way as far as taking up their space for. It should work fine. I think it's going to work just fine. And the TV and everything worked out beautiful. It just came out great. Maybe he'll be around more this time. Who he? Me? Barbara wasn't interfering with me at all. I was totally. She got pissed off at me because I didn't spend any time with her. I was flying, or me and Paul McNeil were back on the crawler course, and she went in my tent. She wasn't feeling good, and I said, "Well, do you want to go to the hotel?" No, you go play. She told me, "You go play," and I'm like, "Okay," and. Yeah, Debbie's not coming with me. She's not coming. It's just me. Yeah, Bill. Well, she's going to be gone 4 days before I leave. She leaves on the 12th, comes back on the 16th, and I'm probably leaving on the 18th, the 17th or the 18th. So she'll just get back, and then I'll be gone. But yeah, I was flying and hanging out and took a tour down in the camp area down there, checking that out. Watching Tug Hill run his fire team all over God's creation there. And then when they started trying to fly the airplane between the fence, Paul and I both got upset and said, okay, let's go to the crawler course because I don't want to watch this. So we went down and we were down there 2 or 3 hours, I think, on the crawler course, having a good time down there. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Yeah. Oh no shit! So you've got paved areas on the crawler course. They took the extra pavement. Really? That's funny. Yeah, I have no idea if Nate's going or not. I don't know if anybody knows or not. I hadn't heard anything from Nate that he was or wasn't, so I can't comment on that at all. But anyway, as of right now, I am planning on going to Bigfoot. As long as nothing catastrophic happens between now and then. Been working feverishly getting I'm bringing a bunch of cool airplanes that nobody has. I'm bringing all the stuff that the LX-P40 that nobody has, the LX Corsair that nobody, with the folding wings that nobody has. I'm going to try to put the LX YF-23 together, bring that. I'm hoping to bring that. The MB-339 I'm hoping to bring. My HSD, the Giant 262, the Twin 90 green, that's coming tomorrow. I'll have that tomorrow. We're going to bring that. So I'm bringing a lot of unique airplanes this year, guys. I'll have a few reliables like the QQ and the RV8. And I don't know if I'm going to bring the Carbon Z or not, because there'll be a bunch of those there. So I don't know if I'm going to bring that. Probably won't, because there'll be enough of those there. But I'm just going to bring a lot of stuff that nobody's seen. Nobody's had one. Nobody's seen one, other than maybe online. So you're going to get to see these birds in person. I'm bringing all my crazy stuff. All the stuff that nobody would regularly buy. So I might bring my the Wildcat with the folding wings, and the cool landing gear. So yeah, so I'm going to bring a lot of crazy stuff. Yeah, hopefully I get all this stuff done in time. The big hurdle was the TV situation. I got that done. We're done with that. I've proven it works. Works perfect. It travels down the road just fine the way I've got it mounted. And no, I haven't finished the Wildcat, Bill. No. Haven't been working on it anymore. The last thing I did to it was when I glued the one nacelle all back together and steamed it. It's in perfect flyable shape, and the other one was good enough the way it was. It's just not pretty yet, so I got to pretty all that up. But yeah, I haven't had time to work on the Tiger Cat. That's not high on my list right now. The B-25, yes, thanks, Vaughn. Yep, I'm going to bring the B-25 also, the LX B-25. I have that one too. I'm hoping to bring that. All right, Scott, we'll see you later. See you in a couple weeks. Does the YF-23 have plastic gear? Lewis, I have not put the gear down in it. It's up inside with the doors closed. I don't know what it has in it. I haven't looked at it. It might. I don't know. I'll have to. That plane, I'll be honest, I'll probably belly land it in the grass anyway, just in case the landing gear's crap, because I know that it collapses way too far, just like the F-18 does. You know, it squats down all the way on the gear, and so I'll probably use the gear for takeoff, and then I'll probably belly land it in the grass if I bring it, and if it flies okay. I'm going to fly it with the original fans, just because I'm not going to have time to buy new fans and do all that horse shit. I'm barely going to have time to put all this shit together as it is. So anyway, so we'll see. I don't know how much of all this I'm going to get done. I'm going to try to get it all done. I've been working my butt off, getting the trailer ready, and I still have to build a bed inside the trailer so I can bring all these airplanes. I got to build a bed to put my air mattress so I can put airplanes under the air mattress and on the air mattress, and that'll get me at least. I have 12 planes right now. It'll get me at the very least, 2 more. That's 14, but I'm hoping 8 more, or 4 more. 6 more, because there's already 2. So if I can get a combination of, well, let's just say big and little, and hopefully I can get 3 under the bed and 3 on the bed. So that's 6 airplanes that'll take the space that right now I only have 2 airplanes. So hopefully I'll be able to bring 6 airplanes in that space, on top of the 6, 7, 8. There's 8 planes already in the trailer without the bed, and then depending how the bed works out, I should be able to get an additional 6 with the bed. So that should work out pretty good. So I got to get busy on that. So anyway, that's where we're at there. So I wanted to update you guys on that. I was actually going to start my show tonight out at the drive-in theater and let you guys see what I've got. But the only way I could have done that is on my phone. And then I would have had to shut the show down and restart it to come back in here. So since I couldn't come up with a good way to do that, I maybe Thursday. You know, I had a good signal outside. I might be able to unhook this laptop. Well, no, because it's hardwired. I don't know. Well, maybe. We might try it. If I can get the show on the laptop, because I could take the laptop out and we'll still have the same camera and audio in this shot, because this one's on the camera on the laptop. This shot is from the external camera that's way up there. So yeah, so if I do that, I can take it outside, set it on a pedestal behind the chairs, and you can get a good glimpse of, you know, what's to come. So we'll see. We might be able to do that. We'll see how that works out. But tomorrow I got the 262s coming in. I should have no trouble. I'm not going to have to modify anything to put that plane together. I'm just going to be able to put it together. It'll be ready to fly right out of the box in probably an hour or 2. So that'll be good. And then I got to get back on the MB339 and see if I get that put together. I'm going to try to get that put together. I got a doctor's appointment in the morning, and then after that I'm going to spend the day working on those 2 airplanes. I'm going to try to get both those planes ready to fly tomorrow, so that I can move on to the next step, which would probably be after those 2 planes are ready to fly. I'll probably work on the bed. I got to get the bed built in the trailer so I can get the planes on and under it. So, all right, so there we go. So that's up to date. You know, Lewis, you contacted me. I was at the field, but you never contacted me back to say whether you were coming or not. Were you gonna come, or were you thinking of coming, or, you know, what happened? Did you come? Because I left. You didn't show up, so I left. I left I think I left at 4. Yeah, I think I left right around 4 o'clock. So I don't know if you were coming or didn't. You know, I didn't hear back from you. Freebies in Mexico? I'm in. If it's free, it's for me. Yeah, that's a two. Both of them are. The MB339 is a 2-battery plane, and the 262 is a 2-battery plane. Yep, they're both two battery planes. I just got a shitload of batteries, guys. I mean, I've got 9 brand new HRB Reds. 4 of them are 4,000, and 5 of them are 5200s. And I have the special Y connector thingy to do it for both planes. I ordered the one with this 262 that's coming tomorrow, and the other one I already have. And so yeah, I got it, and that's just what I have in the Reds. I still have a bunch of the yellow packs from RC Battery that'll fly the RV8. I won't have to use any of the good packs on any of the other stuff I'm flying. I can just use the yellow packs from RC Battery because they work fine in the RV8. Or, you know, I don't know if I'd fly the... I'm probably going to bring the J65. Maybe, maybe not, because I know there'll be some there. So that might not come. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, if I don't have... I'm probably not going to have room for that. I don't know. We'll see. Well, once we get the bed built, I'll be able to tell how much more stuff I can bring. So... I did reply. You asked me if I was going to the field, and I said I spent the night. I was already at the field. I spent the night. You didn't get my message? I sent you that message. I spent the night. I just took the tent down. And when you texted me, I had just put the tent away because I thought rain, looked like there was a good chance it was going to get rained. And I can't put the tent, if the tent gets rained on, I can't put it away. It's all wet. It'll just mold. So I got the tent put away before it rained. So. Yeah, EQ, I think something might have happened on the B-17. I think they might have decided that it was either going to be too expensive to build, or I don't know. Maybe it didn't fly well. Maybe there's, I wouldn't say they're done with it. I just think they're revamping it, just like they are our T-28s. That's why we haven't gotten our T-28s. You didn't get it. Oh, that's weird. I wonder why you didn't get that message, huh? Roach Coach, what's up? How you doing, man? Yeah, so I think they're probably trying to solve some issues with the B-17. So it might come out. It's not ready yet. Our T-28s aren't ready yet either. And they thought those were ready, but Tom didn't like something that they did, so he had them fix it. So he's holding our orders until they fix it, because he told Jeff he didn't want to send them out and then have to send out repair pieces for us to fix it. He's making the factory fix it. So I don't know when we're getting our T-28s. I can tell you I'm not bringing that to Bigfoot, because there's no way that plane will be ready in time. Even if I got it tomorrow, it won't be ready in time. And I have no idea when it's coming. I haven't gotten any kind of shipping notice, so I don't know when it's coming. I have no idea. And I'm fine with that. It's okay. So, all right. So what else is going on? Trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I bought a bunch of stuff to fix the Viper jet, the tap jet. So I put a whole order together from RC Castle. So that should be here maybe tomorrow, or it should be here pretty quick here. I should have that the next day or two. It's got a bunch of bits, no airplanes, just parts to fix airplanes. Bought a bunch of servos from them. I bought a bunch of God, I don't remember everything. I bought landing gear for this. And I already have another set of landing gear, but I bought enough parts to put the other Viper together, the yellow one. So I'll have two of them. The only thing I don't have is an ESC. Well, actually, I have a bunch of ESCs laying around here. From you guys sending them to me. Several of you guys have sent me ESCs. So I should be able to use one of those. So I didn't order that, but I did order the fan and motor combo from RC Castle. A 90. So I got a fan unit for that one, and got landing gear for that one. I don't have LED lights for it. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I'll probably just put my own in it. And all the plastic bits are there. I have an extra gear sequencer, so that's okay. All right, I guess I need to do a little more reading here. Hang on a second. Phil, what size Corsair are you looking for? Yeah, it was pretty windy here today too, and it was the shitty windy. Not a steady windy. It was a turbulent, gusty kind of winding. Okay, best Corsair. Whoa. How big do you want to go? Have you got a size in mind, Philip? Do you like big, or not so big, or? Yeah, of course, Michael Bear likes the flight test Corsair I'm building. This one. This is the best Corsair right here. You want to know what the best Corsair is? This is it right here. I have 11 Corsairs. I have 14 Mustangs, I think. Maybe 15 now, because I bought this one again. So I think I might have 15 Mustangs. I don't know. I lost count. A 1500 millimeter bird cage. I don't know if anybody makes that, Vaughn. Does anybody make a 1500 bird cage Corsair? Christ, the only birdcage Corsair anybody makes that I know is the one from Flight Test, or I'm sorry, Motion, the free wing one, or the Flight line, and I think it's a 1600. Yeah, Jeff. The birdcage one from Motion is 1600. I've never flown one of those. I didn't like the colors they used. I haven't seen one in person, but on video and the pictures, they're the wrong color blues. I mean, they're not even close. But maybe in person they are. I don't know. I've never seen one. Do I have any wrecked P-51s? I do. What part of the plane do you need, Lewis? I do have a wrecked. This one. I have a wrecked one of these. What part of it do you need? $22 here, 22 likes. Great job, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for hitting that like button. I really appreciate that. That's fantastic. 22 and 22. That's fantastic. I'll tell you which one of the Corsairs. None of them fly bad. I don't have any Corsairs that fly bad. They all fly great. No issues with any of them. As far as I think the prettiest one is the LX Corsair. I love the color scheme on it, the detail on it. The folding wings are awesome. That's my favorite Corsair. I was flying my FMS, the 1700. That's a 1600, by the way. They also make it in a 1200, the folding wing. And I don't know if it's still available. I know Banana's not carrying it anymore. And I didn't. There is a web page, a website that does show it. It's supposed to be the factory. EQ says it's a scam. So I don't know. If I went that route, I'd definitely make sure I do it with PayPal so I get my money back. But yeah, I really like the 1600 myself because it's just the right colors, it's the right scale, the details, everything about that plane's awesome, and it flies good. It's a little slow. It's it's not overscale speed like all the rest of the stuff we're flying. But I think it flies great. And there's a video. You can go watch it on my channel. There's a video of me flying it. So, yeah, I really like that one. I love the FMS 1700. It flies great. It's a beautiful airplane. So I like that one, too. And the detail on that one's really good. Beautiful airplane. So either one of those are good choices. I can't advise you on the motion one because I've never even seen one. So if you've seen that one and like it, I would say I haven't heard anything bad about it, so I assume it flies good. I only saw somebody screw it into the ground because he had the ailerons reversed. I'm not going to mention any names. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Well, Philip, hey, just buy them all. That's what I did. That's why I have 11 of them. I have a couple of duplicates. But yeah, I've got the Arrows Corsair. I've got 2 of the flight test, the E-Flight, the old version with the green bands. I've got 2 of those. And then I've got a Fly Zone Corsair, and I think I have the Unique Corsair, and then I have the LX Corsair, and I have 2 of the FMS Corsairs. I have the 1400 one and the 1700, the 14 and the 17 Corsair. How many is that? I lost count. Is that all of them? And then I've got this one. So yeah, so I got a lot of Corsairs. Yeah, that was what I was referring to, Ken. Yeah, that was the one I said. The only one I saw got screwed into the ground because the ailerons were backwards. I'm not mentioning any names. Yeah, that was the one. Yeah, you got it, Ken. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a whole bunch of them. Yeah, Phil, I know. That's why I built a 60 foot by 40 foot garage because space was a problem. So I cured that problem. Well, not really. I'm already out of space again. But yeah, your space is definitely a problem. Yes, I don't have a Dynam. Do I have a Dynam Corsair? I'm looking at all my Dynam boxes over there. I got a. That's the Hurricane. And the 188 Cessna air tractor. The what else have I got? Yeah, I don't think I have a Dynam Corsair. Got to leave room for the guitars. Hey, you can't fly a guitar. You get rid of those. Just kidding. Yeah, they all fly good. You know, I mean, all my Dynam planes fly great, and so do my LX planes. They all fly good. You know, I haven't had issues with. You know, I mean, I know a lot of people don't like those two brands, and I understand. You know, if you're not a builder like me, that you came from having to build from a stick box, you know, I understand why people don't like them because they require extra work. But you know, I'm okay with that. We could try, yeah. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's. I can tell you when you put on the LX one, when you put the gear up and fold the wings, it becomes a pretty neat little package. You could set on a pillow on the back seat of your car, and it would fit in there pretty easy. Because when you fold the wings, it becomes a pretty tight little package. You know, the gear's up, the wings are folded. You know, it's not bad. You know, it really makes a smaller footprint to put in your car versus the full length 1700 wingspan. You know, where the hell you gonna put that? So Newts, what's up? You haven't been in my show in forever. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Now we're at 26 and 26. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're all here. That's great. You think they're going out of business? Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. You know, General Hobbies, you know, it's hit or miss whether you're going to get an unmolested kit or a kit that, because he doesn't distinguish. He won't tell you. He'll just send it to you and hope you'll keep it. You know, if he's got a kit that's screwed up, you know, he's going to send it to you and hope you keep it. And if you don't, then he just asks you to, you know, refuse it and send it back. You know, and that's it. No offer to give you another plane or, you know, no money compensate, nothing. So he's kind of a dick. And that's probably why he's going out of business. Yeah, you like a tight little package? Yeah, that's, yeah. Geez, we don't know what you're talking about, Lewis. Isn't that funny? Yeah. Yeah, even the 1.5 Spitfire wing barely fits. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and there's, you know, I've got a PVC stand that holds the fuselage with a plain wing rack next to it. So yeah, I take the wing off and slide it in and it's slightly kiltered so that the wing goes under the horizontal stab. So you put the fuselage in here, and then the wing sits here, and it sits flat, and it's a pretty compact. You know, it's not very wide. It's the width of the horizontal stab, and it's a nice little package to put in a car. But you got to take the wing off, you know. So that could be a problem. I mean, it's not a big problem, but it's just one of those extra steps you got to do that gets annoying sometimes. Yeah, I don't. Which flight line one do you have, Fred? The bird cage or the non-bird cage? So my favorite color scheme on the Corsair. So you have the bird cage. So that's the dark blue on top with the light blue breaking the white gray on the bottom. Is that what you have, Fred? So it's the darker blue on the top, and then there's that stripe of the lighter blue, and then the gray white on the bottom. I'm pretty sure that was the birdcage version. You're already charged up? Yeah, you sound like it, Michael. You sound charged up. The white Corsair, yeah, who made that? I have one here. The one from Nitro Planes. The what is it? God damn, I can't remember. It's not mine, but I have it here. I'm storing it for a friend. It's a 1450 size Corsair. Really nice airplane. I love those. The ARC kits were great. HSD has them now, but they're not making them. I wish they'd go back into production. They're beautiful airplanes. So I have that Corsair here too. I forgot about that one. But it's not mine. But I have it here. So that's another one in the hangar. I didn't buy that one. I bought the Mustang. It was in the Shangri-La scheme, and then I sold it to a guy because he kept begging me for it. But I have a Shangri-La Arrows Mustang now, so I still have the Shangri-La paint scheme. And then I have I have two T-28s. One's brand new in the box from ARC. And that is an awesome T-28. I love that one. That's a beautiful airplane. Flies great, looks great, details are great. Really nice. They did a nice job on that plane. I wish HSD would come back out with it. They have the molds. They bought the molds from the company when they went belly up. And God, I wish they'd remake it because it's a beautiful airplane. Yeah. That's the problem, Fred. It's kind of a blue-gray color, isn't it? See, that's not what color it should be. That's why I don't like the Motion RC plane because the other one's the dark blue, but I don't want the dark. It's all dark blue, but I don't want the dark blue. You know, which the FMS one's all dark blue with the orange stripe on the tail, and I like that, but it's also bigger. It's 1700, not 1600. So that's why I did that instead of the Motion one. But yeah, the color scheme on the birdcage is just wrong, and that's why I didn't buy it. The one from LX is right. They got it right, and it's beautiful. That's a beautiful airplane. Even the detail on the prop, you know, the shape of the blades, the stickers, you know, the Hamilton standard stickers, and there's 2 stickers on there, and it's just it's freaking awesome. I love that airplane. Why, Mike Bird, I will be happy to show you the tank. Lewis, does anybody have one? Do you know the Motion Corsair? Because I've never seen one in person. I'd like to see one in person. I really would. I like the Ortho Squad. I don't know what squadron that is. Yeah. No, it's not blue, gray, white. Well, maybe that one is in orange. Yeah, that's not the one The one I'm looking at. The one I like is the dark blue, light blue, gray, white on the bottom, and on the bottom of the wing, you know, the center section of the fuselage is the white gray from the bottom, and then there's a section on the wing that's white, and then it goes to the light blue. There's no dark blue on the bottom of the wing. It's just part white and then light blue. And then the top of the wing is dark blue. And I love that scheme. And that's what the LX model is that way. That's the color scheme they use. Thanks, Fred. Harbor Freight just released one, huh? Okay, so I have a request. Okay, Lewis. Yes, Harbor Freight does sell planes, but not really. You know, the rubber band wind-up ones, you know, that you'd had as a kid. Okay, they're one step up from that. Okay, that's what Harbor Freight sells as an RC airplane. I mean, it's just absolute garbage. So don't get excited. It's nothing you want. Okay. You know, see, you better put a kidney belt on, because this thing weighs 13 pounds. All right, it's a beast. This is a beast. Let me change cameras because you can't get the whole thing in the. So okay, so here we go. All right. So I love this thing. I'm so glad I bought this. You got free shipping. Absolutely. Why not? Yeah, I have the FMS 0 also, Eric. Yep, I have one of those. The Harbor Freight Corsairs in the TWA scheme. Michael Bear, where do you come up with this stuff? You are the funniest son of a bitch. I'm telling you. Okay, so we got the tank back on here. Does it cut grass? The tank or the Corsair from Harbor Freight? I would say the Corsair from Harbor Freight, or I don't think they have a Corsair. The plane, the plane from Harbor Freight probably cuts a lot of grass because I doubt that it flies. So it probably does cut grass. Okay, so this is the Hung Long tank that Motion RC sells, but I didn't buy it from Motion. I got a much better deal on eBay. But this is the brand that Motion carries, and it's very good quality. So I can tell you Motion's price on this. This is the Challenger. This is the British Challenger tank, which is one of my favorites. I was watching a documentary one day, and they were showing this tank rolling like 60 miles an hour over this crazy terrain, and the gun stayed pointed right on the target. While the tank was doing all this, that gun stayed right on target. It kept, adjusting itself to stay on target. That was the coolest thing I ever saw, and I said, I got to get me one of those. So, and I'm sure our Abrams tank does the same thing. I believe this tank was built first. I think our Abrams is a generic copy of this. Just like our Mustang's kind of a, we put a Merlin engine in it because the Spitfire had it and it was better. So we copied that. So I think our Abrams tank is a copy of this. And I like this one because it's got more lines to it. It's not so boxy, square. Like this right here, the fender right here goes like this. It's not just straight across like our Abrams. It's a straight line. This one's got some waves in it. It's got more shape to it. It's got these nicer 45 angles on the turret. It's not so boxy looking. So I really like this tank. So, and guys, I don't even know everything it can do. I'm just going to show you what I know so far that it does. Some of the stuff I haven't been able to test yet. It does a lot of shit. Okay, so there's an on-off switch on the bottom of it in the back here. So you turn it on. Okay, and now the headlights, which it has, and taillights, are flashing. Okay, those are the headlights. And here are the taillights. Okay. And they're flashing to let you know that the on-off switch is on. The tank's not on, but the on-off switch is on. So the lights are flashing to let you know. So you turn your transmitter on, and it's a regular stick transmitter like we're used to, guys. It's, it's got 2 sticks, and they go all directions. The only difference is these sticks both center automatically. The throttle, it doesn't have a throttle that stays where you put it. They're centering sticks. Yeah, it's a stabilization system. Yeah, I know, Fred. It's awesome. When I saw this tank do that, I was like, that is the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. That was just, holy shit. You could be on the run at like 60 miles an hour in a freaking tank, climbing over hills and jumping creeks or whatever, and the gun stays on target. I was like, that is just the coolest thing ever. All right, so right now you're not seeing even a tenth of the detail that this tank has. Yes, this is the all-metal version. So I can tell you that the plastic version of this from Motion is $189. Yes, it is the hung long. Yes, this is what this is. And this is the professional all-metal version. And I'll tell you why I did that in a second. So the plastic version is $189 at Motion. The professional version of this tank is $299. Okay, I didn't want to, but free shipping, but I didn't want to pay $299. That was too much. But I wanted this tank, and I didn't want the cheap one, the non-professional one, because I know what's going to happen. It's going to sit on the shelf way more than I play with it. And I figured 10 years of sitting on my shelf here, next to the lamp. The tracks are probably going to rot, plastic, and fall off the tank. And then what do I do? 10 years from now, are you going to be able to buy parts for this thing? Maybe, maybe not. So I didn't want tracks that were going to fail, and then I wouldn't be able to get tracks for it, because what good's a tank without, tracks? So yes, this is the professional version. So I wanted the one with metal tracks. It's got metal sprockets front and back, metal tracks, the swing arms for all of the wheels here that go up and down. Here, I'll show you here better. It's, so the suspension on this thing is rocking here, man. All the wheels do this, and all the swing arms are metal. Okay, so this is the gearbox is all metal. So it's just badass. And then there's there are all these little holes. And you probably, well, here, I'll switch cameras for a second to show you. So you see all these holes here? Something glues on the tank in every one of these holes you see everywhere. There's little bits. I've got 5 trees, okay, of parts, plastic parts. There's ropes, chains, cables, hooks, I think a shovel. There's just all kinds of crazy shit that you got to put all on this tank, including these barrels. The barrels were in 2 pieces like this. Okay, you had to take them off. You have to take them off the tray, and then put them to, trim up the flashing, and then put them together, and then on top of that, okay, and then the mounts were on the tray, and you had to take the mounts off the tree and put them on here, okay, like that, okay. So now you've got you took 4 pieces, two tank halves, and then 2 saddles, and put all that together to make this, and then this goes on the back of the tank like this, okay. And it snaps. It doesn't snap, and it just sits there, and I'm going to have to glue them on because they're going to fall off. But there's more all up front here. There's all these holes, above the headlights, going down the hole over the fender. There's bits everywhere. On the sides, there's holes all down the sides. Shit hangs there. I mean, there's all kinds of crap you got to put on this thing. And I haven't even started. I mean, other than putting the barrels on the back, I haven't done anything. So that's going to be a project in itself. That'll probably be after Bigfoot. I kind of going to have time for that right now. So when I get back from Bigfoot, we'll play with that. So it's got great sound effects, and it's kind of loud, but it has a volume control. So let me fire it up. Okay, so it's sitting there idling. Can you guys hear that okay, or should I turn it up? My mic says you can hear it pretty good, but I just want to make sure. So it's got 2 different sounds for a machine gun. So you got those choices. And then I accidentally hit the smoke generator. Let me go ahead and put the smoke generator on. And it's pretty good smoke. Look at how much smoke is coming out that vent there. And it's coming right out of the there's slots, and it's pushing it out those slots. I believe there's a fan in there blowing the smoke out. So, and it's coming out both sides. There's a vent on both sides of the tank. Okay, and when it's running along, it really looks like exhaust. Like this isn't supposed to be the smoke screen. It's supposed to be the exhaust. So let me turn the smoke back off. So, all right. So let me switch cameras again. Okay. Move my drink. The barrel goes up and down. The turret, obviously the turret turns. Okay, this is my favorite part. It's got the airsoft BB shooter in it, okay? So you can fire a BB out of it, but the tank is going to recoil. This was the greatest part. When I saw that, that was it for me. Oh my God, I didn't know it did this. So watch this. I love that. I love the sound effect, but the fact that the tank recoils from the shot, that was it for me. That did it. Oh my God, I love that. So it's not super fast, but it's faster than I thought it would be. You know, it's definitely a. And of course, it's digital proportional, so you can go slow. And when I go forward, watch the back of the tank squat. Oh, let me here. Okay, so watch the back of the tank squat when I go forward. You see it squatting down? It's got full suspension. Okay? And it's floating on it. So when it's going over rugged terrain, it's just floating. I mean, it's literally just hugging the ground because of how all the independent suspension, is all working. All these wheels work independently. So, you can roll it over a garden hose, and each wheel is going to go up as it goes over the hose. It's, yeah, they're all torsion bar. Yep. So the detail on this is just incredible. It's just cool as shit. So, and everybody at the field loved it. I mean, I showed it to Bo, the owner of the field, and he started telling everybody else about it. It was the talk of the town. Everybody, everybody was just talking about it. So, where I park at the field, let me shut this off for a second. Now listen to the shutdown. Usually it's not real consistent. Sometimes it makes different sounds when it starts up and when it shuts down. Sometimes it's way cooler, more scaled than other times. So the guys are parked about 300 feet away from me where I park, and I drove it from where I was sitting in my chair at my pit, and I drove it all the way across the field to them. And I got close to one of the guys, and then I turned the turret to line up with them, raised the gun up, and I fired a BB at him, and I hit him right in the nuts. So everybody over there just busted up laughing. And it didn't hurt him. It's a little rubber BB. It's not going to hurt. But it just caught him off guard, and then everybody was cracking up, and it was just hilarious. So they couldn't stop talking about the tank either. And then I showed it, I took it over there and demoed it like I'm demoing it for you, and they just all went crazy over it. They just thought it was the coolest thing ever. It's got the laser reader, for playing laser tag with it. The hatch is open. This hatch is where you fill it with BBs. They're in here. And this is where you plug in the laser tag. There's a port in here. So you close that hatch when you're not using that. And then, like I said, there's stuff that fits in all of these damn holes. There's so much crap to put on this thing. So I'm super happy with this, guys. I just, I just can't stop laughing at how much the sound effects and the recoil on the gun was the deal. Man, that was it. And then the smoke generator is really cool, the way it comes pouring out of these two openings. And one of these is supposed to, here it is. Do they both come off or just the one side? Oh, okay, they both come off. So you have to take these grills off, to pour the oil down the hole. And you know, to put oil in it. And they give you the oil. It comes with a big, well, it's a pretty good sized bottle of oil. It'd probably be enough oil in there to last quite a while. So yeah, so you take these off, fill it up with oil, put these back on, and just, you know, like I said, guys, I can't stop. I just love the tank. It's so cool. So if it's RC, I have it. I love everything RC. So it was a no-brainer to buy a tank. I just wanted the right one, the one I wanted, and this was the one. I wanted the Challenger tank. I almost bought the Bulldog because it's on sale right now at Motion. You can get the professional version of the Bulldog for $199. So I paid about $230 for this one because she wanted $37 shipping. She wanted $214 for the tank, but she had a make offer button. So I made her an offer, and when I hit the make offer button, three you can offer anything you want, but it had 3 suggestion offers: $170, $188, $196. She would have taken the $170. After talking to her, she would have taken the $170 plus $37 shipping. You'd be into it for $207 for the professional version, not $300 from Motion. But I went with the $188, and then she said, you know, are you sure that, you know, because, you know, it's $37 shipping. So she was baiting me to, but I'd already promised her I'd buy it, so I didn't haggle over the, you know, what would I have saved? $18. Yeah, I didn't haggle over it, but I'm telling you guys, if you, her name is Crystal Lady on eBay, and if you do buy one from her, don't be afraid to go low on the offer. You know, I know she'd have taken the $170. I don't know if she'll go much lower than that. That's still just over $200 for the $300 tank that Motion, you know, because that's what it's at Motion, it's $300. So, but Motion's got the Bulldog on sale, $60 off right now. So that brought the professional one down to $199. And that was a pretty good deal. I almost bought that one, but that really wasn't the tank I wanted. I wanted this one. So I'm really glad I bought this one. You know, the size difference is that the Bulldog's a lot shorter tank. You know, it's only about this big. They're the same width, but it's a stubbier tank. And I like this big long one, so that's why I went with this. So, and like I said, I don't even know all the things it does yet. The instruction manual's a little bit testing to read and figure out. But I, you know, the more I play with it and the more I read it, the better I'm getting at it. So, and that recoil thing, there's 4 settings. There's off, no recoil. Setting 1 is a very little recoil. Setting 2 is a little more, and then setting 3 is the maximum, which is what I have it on. So you get a really good jolt. The tank really moves to simulate the recoil of the you know, firing the weapon. So I just thought that was cool, and they did too. When I showed the guys at the field that, they flipped out. Oh my God, it's got recoil in it! And I'm like, yeah. So anyway. So there you have it, Mike. You know, thanks for asking for the tank again, because you're not hurting my feelings by making me bring it back on the table. I love it. It's cool as shit. I spent more time today running this around than I did flying. You know, winds were not great today for flying, so it wasn't a stellar day for flight. So I played with this. Yeah, anyway, so if you guys are thinking about getting one of these, you might think about the Bulldog if you like that one. There's a couple others on sale at Motion right now. But if you go on eBay or probably Amazon, I don't shop at Amazon much, but you might find a really good deal like I did on this one. So I'm super happy I got this tank for $230 instead of $300. So anyway, actually it was cheaper than that. It's about $217, I think, with shipping. 188 and then 37. So yeah, right around 215, there was change. So yeah, right around 215, 216. I'm super happy with that. So anyway, so if you want a tank, guys, I get the professional one, just like I said, because if these and then I know you can buy. Here's some options. These are the steel tracks. They're all steel. Somebody makes a set of tracks, steel tracks like this with rubber pads on it. All right, how cool is that? You know, the same steel tracks, but now there's rubber pads on. You know, they've got simulated pads here, but they're steel. They have rubber pads that go right out where these steel pads are. So you can get that version of tracks too. And then one guy was selling one for you know, the professional version isn't the top of the line, guys. They make even better ones. The turret only goes 340. All right, so to here, all the way around to here. That's it. It doesn't go all the way around. They make a version that goes all the way around. It's a lot more money. They have one that comes with a camera and the laser sights. You can drive it FPV. So there's a version of it that way. I'm not sure every version that's available, but this was good enough for me. I'm happy with this for the price because I didn't really spend any more money. I don't want to spend money on surface. I want airplanes, but I had to have the tank, so I did it. So there you go, guys. This is the Challenger Hang Long professional version, and you definitely want to go spend the extra bucks for the professional version. Just in the long run, if you get the plastic tracks and they break or wear out, 10 years from now, they rotted off the tank, and you can't get, you know, the tank you know, they don't make the tracks anymore. Then what do you do? You know, so I don't suspect these tracks will ever break. You know, they should be pretty rugged, so I don't think they're going to break. And they're certainly not going to rot. They might rust, but that's okay. I don't know what they're made out of. But what I plan to do is I'm going to paint them, again, I think I'm going to paint them zinc chromate and then black. And then as I run it and the paint gets chipped off, the zinc chromate will show through, not the bare steel. So, and then some of them are going to get bare steel, and then they'll probably rust. So it's going to get that professional patina, you know, between the black paint, the zinc chromate paint, and then the bare steel that rusts and turns rusty. You know, it should. The more I play with it, the more authentic it should look. So that's what I'm going for. But yeah, just very, and you got to make sure you got to do maintenance on it. Listen, one of the back sprockets fell off today, so I had to put that back on, and then I checked all the bolts, and the bolt on the other side was loose too. Yeah, Stuart, thanks. Yeah, I love it too. I really love it. So then I went over all the nuts and bolts and screws on the track system and made sure they were all tight. And so, but yeah, it's just really, really cool, guys. I haven't even tried to climb over anything with it yet. You know, I know it's geared so low that I know it'll climb over anything. Without a doubt, I'm sure it'll climb over anything. So one of these grates comes off. I saw in the instructions, but I don't know what's under it. But you know, I forget what was it. But one of these grates comes off to access something. I don't remember what it was. So anyway, so there you go with the tank, guys. And I'm sure it doesn't matter what model tank you get. Everything internal, the smoke generator, the sound card, the programming to make it recoil when it fires, all that's going to be on every tank you buy. They're all going to have that feature. Whether the original tank had it or not, that program setup in the tank is going to be on all of them. I can almost guarantee it. And you can turn them on. You can turn all these things on and off at your whim, whatever you want. You want them on, you want them off, whatever. I showed you could change the sound of the machine gun. There are 2 different machine gun sounds, and then you can set the recoil different levels, and there's a bunch of other stuff it does too. There's a stabilization, which I'm hoping it's on the barrel of the gun, but I don't know that for sure. But there's some kind of stabilization program. You can adjust the braking, the auto braking, when you let go of the stick, how quickly the tank comes to a stop. You can have it just stop like locked up, or you can have it drift down. There's, I think, three or 4 settings on that as well, how much braking you get. So that's another thing you can adjust. And then the stabilization thing's got me really curious. I got to play with that more. I didn't play with it at the field today, but I'm really going to look into that, because that if it's on the barrel, like I was saying, like the real one, oh my God, that'll be so cool. So yeah, and the BB gun is not foolproof. You don't get a good hard shot every time. Sometimes it just kind of does the water hose drift, and sometimes it fires out of there pretty strong and goes a good distance. But sometimes you just get the lame, and sometimes it doesn't recoil. It'll fire it, but doesn't recoil. It's not 100%, but it's good enough. I'm not complaining. I'm super happy with it. I don't care if it misfires once in a while. It shoots the BB and makes sometimes it doesn't even make the sound effect. It'll shoot the BB, and then sometimes if it didn't load, it's an auto loader, and if it didn't load, then you don't get a BB. So sometimes it's not going to load, and they suggest you just jerk the tank forward back to shift the BBs in the feeder, and that'll usually clear it, and it'll feed again. So it's that easy to get a BB to feed. It just forward back, you get that little jolt, and it'll probably refeed. So but yeah, just really cool, guys. I can't tell you how much I just love the tank. I love the lights. I love the smoke. I didn't think I was going to like the smoke, because I didn't think it would. This thing puts out some smoke. I didn't know it was going to generate that kind of smoke. I wasn't expecting that. So, and they give you this bottle. It's a good, probably, it's almost the size of this bottle. It's very similar to this. The bottle. It's a little smaller than this, but it's a bottle of oil for the smoke, about this size. So I can't imagine using all that. I won't use the smoke enough to ever use all that oil. All right, Mike Bird, you out of here? You have a great night, man. Yeah, I'm glad you had a good time on the show. Thanks for requesting the tank again, so I could bring it back out, because I didn't want to bore everybody with surface. I know I lost a lot of viewers. We're down to 17. So where are we at? What time is it? Oh, I went full screen, so I can't see the time. Come on. That's weird. There it is, 11:21. Okay. All right. So, okay. So we talked about the tank. We did the unboxing of the flight test paper foam board airplane. Talked about some of the stuff that's coming. Can't wait to get the 262. I can't wait for. I saw the initial ones. They debuted that plane at the Pilot Ryan event. Jeff, are you the one that has the video of it blowing apart? Is that your video? Or does somebody else have that video? So Bobby was, he did a dive, high-speed pass, and it came apart. The plane started flapping its wings like a bird, and then it disintegrated in midair. It blew the whole plane apart. So we were like, oh my God. And it's on video, so you can see it happen. Yeah, yeah, exactly, David. It's the same way you put in a model train. Same thing. Yeah, well, it didn't just snap the wing. Lewis, the whole plane, the fuselage disintegrated. The whole plane came apart. It really made a mess. That thing was pretty screwed up. They took the video down. Really? Well, I bet somebody's got it. I'm sure there were more cameras running than just the one. So somebody, probably has it on video. We'll have to see. Mike Nolan, what's up? Good to see you, man. So yeah, I don't know if it's still out there. I haven't looked for it, but that didn't discourage me from buying it. For one, I'd never fly it that fast, but I think the problem was the square wing spar, and I would guess they probably went to a round wing spar. I don't know that for sure. I'll let you know tomorrow, because I'll have the plane here tomorrow and I'll know. But I'm guessing they probably went to a round wing spar instead of the square one. The round one's going to be 3 times stronger than the square one. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I know the wing collapsed, but when it came apart like that, it because the spar went through the fuselage, so it ripped up the fuselage. It did a lot of damage to the airplane. It really screwed it up. But like I said, that was pretty much the test run of it. That was the first time it had been flown. That was the debut of the first ones out. I'm sure it was one of the first 2 or 3 that they made. So naturally, I think one of them caught on fire, didn't they? Because at the next event, it wasn't the Pilot Ryan event. It was the E-Jet event. They had them at that, and I think one of them caught on fire. I think they had 2 of them there, and one of the 2 caught on fire. I forget if it was one of the motors burnt up or an ESC burnt up. I forget. I don't know. So growing pains, I'm sure they've taken by now. That was 3 years ago. I'm sure by now they've fixed any of those problems. Oh yeah, that was a great day. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. You know what, Lewis? The Bigfoot event up in Birmingham is even more fun than that one. So if you can get away to go to it, I'm going. You should go. It's a great event. It's a ton of fun. It's a bit of a drive, but it's worth it. It's a great event. There's so much to do there. It's crazy how much there is to do there, and how many planes are there, and all the different planes that are there. So yeah, it's more than 9 hours. Yeah, I know. I drove it last year. And it was way more than 9 hours for me. Pulling a trailer, it's a lot slower. So, yeah, it takes a lot longer to get there. I think it was 14 hours for us. We had to stop 4 times for gas on the way up, and 3 times on the way back. And each gas stop was 15, 20 minutes because we didn't just put gas in the car and go. Barbara had to go pee and then get something to eat and, check out what was in the store. And yeah, it was, so. Well, go visit her too. What the hell? Go pick her up and bring her with you. What the hell? So anyway, yeah, if you guys had come out to the field today, I would have shown you my new the new Hangar 51 drive-in, walk-in, drive-in theater, movie theater on the roll. We'll be able to watch movies at the flying field now. So, bring your popcorn and a lawn chair. Come on down. We'll pop a movie in, and So, yeah, maybe I had tailwinds on the way home. We got better mileage coming home. I don't know why. Maybe it was the tailwinds. But that truck didn't get the mileage this one does. So I'm anticipating a lower gas bill and a little bit quicker drive time. So we'll see how that goes. But I can't make it there in 9 hours. I can tell you that. It's definitely going to be longer than that. Is your cousin still working at Busch Gardens, Lewis? Tony's in Italy. Holy shit. Is his family in Italy? Yeah, that's it, Fred. It was uphill all the way there and then downhill all the way back. Yeah. Yeah, that explains it. So anyway, I think this truck's going to do a lot better than the blue one. So, oh no, just a trip with his wife. Okay. All right. Well, that's cool. Good for him. And what did you say? Dave was working? No, your cousin was working. Dave couldn't make it because he was working. He probably had a honeydew list to do, so he was working. So anyway. All right, so what else are we going to talk about? Anything else you guys want to talk about? Something exciting that you saw? Something you think is going to come out? We got any sneak previews of something coming out? I'm going to fix my landing gear while we're talking. That wheel fell off. I got to reglue that. I got some epoxy right here. We're going to fix this baby right now. So that goes on this way. Good enough. Yeah. All right. I just have to. Maybe I have do I have a soda can in here? I use the bottom of a soda can as a mixing platform for mixing glue. Works perfect. It's got that nice dish. It's perfect for mixing glue. I got a whole pile of cans in a garbage can out there, but I didn't want to get up. Oops, that was almost fatal. Trying to make sure nothing falls out of that bag. Okay. Okay. Now I can get past my table here. Good night, Ken. Have a good night, bun. All right, I'll be right back. I am going to go pee for a second, but I'm not going inside. I'm just going to go out the door. So give me a second to pee. I'll grab a soda can. I'll be right back. Don't go away. Don't touch that dial. I'll be right back. Okay. Got the soda can. Well, a couple people left. Okay, the duty timer is on. Duty timer. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So let's mix up some 5-minute epoxy. I just need a dab. Yeah. I don't know. This is made out of some kind of hard foam. It's not. This isn't a squishy tire at all. This is the tire for my Micro Tundra, and it's not a squishy foam. It's just some cheap crap, foam that's painted black to look like a tire. And they only put a tiny little dab of glue on it, which obviously didn't hold. So we're going to glue it pretty good this time. Okay. Yeah, this will work. All right, let's mix that up. All right, so I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do here, because this has a little plastic end here. That goes inside the wheel, and you don't want to get glue on this, because then the wheel won't roll. So I'm going to, instead of putting the glue in the tire and risk getting a dab of glue on the end of that little cap that has to go all the way through the other side, I'm going to put the glue on the hub itself. So when I put it in, there's no way the glue's going to, it's not going to have to pass through glue. So that's the reason I'm going to do it this way. Just thought I'd give you guys a heads up, in case you hadn't thought of that and thought, you'll just put the glue inside the wheel. If you get a dab of glue on that little bearing piece or the retainer piece, then the wheel won't roll. So you'll be really screwed. This way, there's no possible way to get glue on that retainer, because the retainer's already past the glue. I'm putting the glue down here below it, so there's no risk of getting glue on that retainer. And this is going to be a once and done deal. I can't pull it back off and then put it back on, because if I do that, then I risk passing that retainer through the glue. So this is going to have to be a once and done. Okay. All right. So it goes on this way. All right, I'm gonna get a little towel here, wipe off some extra glue. All right, that should do the trick. So we'll give that some time to glue and to dry. Nope, nice and straight. All right, we'll just let that glue. That should do all right. All right. Do I build any balsa planes? Actually, I used to build a lot of them, Vaughn. I haven't built many lately, but I have 3 kits here that I'm going to build on camera. I've got a Carl Goldberg Mirage, which is kind of it's a glider. It's a powered glider. It looks kind of like, it's kind of a cross between a Gentle Lady glider and like a Turbo Timber. It's very old, and it's got a geared reducted brushed motor on it. But it's an all balsa kit. I'm going to build that. I have a Great Plains Sturman kit that I'm going to build, and that again all balsa. And I have one more balsa kit. Well, then I have an easy build balsa kit that's called a T-clip from SIG, and it's already mostly built. It's an ARF. It's already mostly built and covered. You just have to do the final assembly build, and so that's another one I got to put together, a balsa kit. And then I have 2 T-clips. I have a 40 size and a 60 size. The 40 size is already built and I've been flying it. The 60 size, and it doesn't have clear windows in it. It's got sticker windows. The 60 size one has clear windows, so I'm really looking forward to building that one because it's really pretty. So yeah, I got to build that one. What else have I got in balsa? I got a lot of balsa airplanes. I just bought one. I don't know if you know. I just picked up one off of Marketplace. It's a Black Horse Takana. That's that turboprop military trainer. Tandem seats. So it's 70. Well, it's 68 inches. The P9 is 72 inches, so it's a little bit smaller than the P9. But it's all wood. It's not fiberglass. It's all wood. So I just bought that from a guy in I flew it again today. More small issues. But anyway, yeah, a couple of guys have accused me of all I do is fly foam airplanes. Well, that's not true. I have a lot of balsa airplanes. I've got a de Havilland Beaver that's balsa that I bought from Hobby King a few years ago. I have that. I've got some planes that are 45, 50 years old that I'm going to recover. I've got my quarter midget P-51 that I want to recover in the Voodoo paint scheme. I already bought the monocoat to recover it, and I have the Voodoo decal sheet. So, and it's about the same size as Voodoo. It's close enough that it'll work. So I want to redo that plane and put the Voodoo decals on it. That'll look really cool. Yeah, Eric, it was Ceramic Lady is the girl I'm pretty sure that's where I bought it from. I can check. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure that's where I bought it from. But I can go to my account and make sure. Oh, that's set up already. Good. Okay, so let me go here. There we go. Okay. And my purchase history. Oops. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, Ceramic Lady. That's it. Yep. Ceramic_lady. That's who I bought it from. Yep. Yeah, so if you go to lowballer, let her make a counter offer, because I definitely left money on the table. She would have easily taken the 170 offer. She might have taken a little less than that even, because she's charging $37.50 shipping to offset. So she's okay with eating a little shipping, I guess, because she pretty much told me I left money on the table. Yeah, she's got a lot of tanks. Yeah, I know, and they're pretty good deals. So pick the one you want, and then make her a low ball. When you get the 3 suggested offers, shit, go lower than the lowest one by another $10, and see what she does. Yes, I think she sells like the tracks and stuff. Yeah. I don't know if she's got like replacement parts for something that broke. Guys, I wish I could go. If you guys want to see it, I could go get the box and bring it in here and show you all the little bits that you have to cut off of. It's like building a plastic model. There's all this stuff on the trees to cut off and then glue onto this damn tank. Like, oh my God. Alberto, what's up? How you doing, man? So yeah, it's going to take days, I would say, to put all the stuff on this tank. Um, so and guys, get back on the balsa planes. I just bought that dancing wing Sturman, the big PT-17. It's 1600 millimeter. A 1600 millimeter biplane is freaking huge. I just bought that, so I got to try to put that together and have it ready for Bigfoot. With that one might be, I don't know if I can get that together that quick. That might take a while. No, I haven't been to it yet, Lewis. I know where it is. I found it up in Webster. I found the web page. I found his. I found out how much he paid for it and where it is and everything. So I know right where it is. But no, I haven't been up there yet. I scrolled back up. I'm just scanning back through what I missed. Oops. Yeah, but we had a hot summer this year, didn't we? Good God, it was terrible. Yeah, I'm glad that's over. Okay, so that fixed my wheel. So I can put that back on the plane. I gotta go to the Dollar Tree and see if they've got in their little arts and crafts. Oh, I gotta go to maybe Hobby Lobby also. I might be able to get this wood. Hobby Lobby's gonna be expensive. It'd be cheaper to go buy a door skin, but I already bought some plywood like this. It must have. Did it fall on the floor? It must have, because it was just sitting there a second ago. I've got a. You can buy plywood at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. Now, nice plywood, but I don't know if I can get one the length of that. I got to go look, but so I bought this star. It's just plywood, guys. It's a. It looks like it's four layers of plywood. I think it's thicker than that other piece I have, which I think is in the house. But yeah, $1.25, and you cut it out whatever you want to make out of it, right? So if I can get a long piece of plywood like this at the store, I can cut my wing spar out of it for $1.25. So repurpose it. Just because it's cut out to be a star doesn't mean I have to use it as a star. I can cut it into whatever I want. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to take a piece similar to this to cut ventral fins for my Havoc, because I don't have the. I was going to pay $20 for two stupid little fins. I know I could make them out of Dollar Tree plywood, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm not spending $20 for two stupid little ventral fins. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I think he did a bunch of airbrush work on it and everything. Yeah, he went crazy on it. Yeah, I'm not going to go that crazy. I might custom paint some of the doodads I got to put on here. I don't know that I want to. Yeah, I can't think of what I would change that's already on here. Everything looks pretty good the way they did it. I don't think I'd change much of this at all. So I'll have to look at the doodads and see if, I want to touch up the paint or do something with it. I think Wes got the Bulldog tank. I believe that's the one he got, which is really kind of one of the smaller size tanks. I think it was 24 inches, and this one's 28. So this was 4 inches. They're both the same width, but this one's 4 inches longer than the Bulldog, I believe. Might be more than that, but I know the Bulldog was shorter. So wow, that's cool. Is there a video on that, Albert? I'd like to see that. Yeah, Eric. I don't know why they wouldn't be able to be blued. The metal there. I think it's a pot metal steel, but I'm sure it's porous, and that's what the bluing does. It gets into the pores of the steel. I know people don't think everything is porous, guys. I know it doesn't matter what it is to the so yeah, I mean I took 2000 sandpaper and took the bluing off of one of my guns, and I polished it with that 2000 sandpaper to take the pores out or reduce it quite a bit, and now it looks like a chrome or stainless steel gun, and it doesn't rust because the pores I milled down those pores so tightly that the moisture doesn't want to trap, and sit on the gun. It doesn't, because the acidity in my sweat takes the bluing off a gun. Every time I have a blued gun, it's not long after I've started shooting with it that the bluing starts coming off. So I just took it off. It's a Ruger, Mark 1. It's an early Ruger, and I took the bluing off and polished it, and I'm going to polish it again even finer. They've come out with finer sandpaper yet now, so I'm going to polish it even more because it looks like a chrome gun now. So it's ceramic_lady. That's the seller on eBay. Her name is ceramic and then _lady, all run together, no spaces. That's the seller. And she has a shitload of tanks. And like I said, make sure you don't be afraid to, when she's got a make offer button, take her to the mat. Don't get ridiculous. I mean, don't be insulting, but like I said, the 214 was her asking price. eBay said these are 3 offers that she may accept: 170, 188, and 196. And I did the 188, and then she said, "Are you sure you want to buy it? Yes, there is $37 shipping, So she was baiting me to lower my offer, and there was more to it than that. And I just told her, no, I'll accept the 188. I'm happy with that. I screwed up. I made an offer and she accepted it, but when I clicked it to buy it, it did an automatic buy it now and went straight to my PayPal and took the money and everything before I had a chance to go through the checkout. And I had never had that happen before, and it freaked me out. And then when it came up, it was still at the 214 price tag, and I was like, well, that's not what I. So then I went and canceled the order. And they said that they would contact her and see if she don't mind canceling it. And she sent me a real nice note. I was just wondering why did you want to cancel the order? Was there something wrong? And that's when I told her what happened. And I said, no, I'm happy with the price. Just put it back up and I'll. So she sent me a link She put one up at 188 and sent me the link, and I just clicked the link, went there, put it in my cart, went to check out. I did it the regular way and paid for it, and that's how I ended up doing it. Yeah, again, Eric, that's a great deal, but listen, how much does she want for the professional Sherman tank? Because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You know, how often are you going to play with the tank? You know, it's going to sit on your shelf, and the plastic tracks are going to rot off of it 10 years from now, and then what are you going to do? If the tracks aren't available anymore, company goes out of business, whatever, a tank with no tracks is pretty worthless. That's why I went with the professional one, to get the steel tracks, so that when it sits on my shelf for 10 years and then I decide I want to go play with it again, the tracks aren't going to rot off of it. They're still going to be on it. They're steel tracks. They're still going to be on it, and I'll be able to go run my tank. So just a heads up, that was my thought process. Because I thought, you know, I'm not going to run this thing that much. The plastic tracks will be fine, you know. And then I thought about it. Well, wait a minute, you know, shit like that deteriorates over time, you know, and the plastic they're going to use on those those treads are probably going to be pretty cheap. So I thought, yeah, I don't think I want to do the plastic tracks. Let's just get the good stuff. Let's get the metal gears, the metal tracks, you know, so that I'm not going to break a gear, a plastic gear, or, you know, and but I can't get a Tiger if I get metal. What kind of Tiger are you buying? That was good, Eric. You're buying a Tiger? Oh my God. Anyway. So, a Tiger tank. Oh, you want to get two tanks. You want a Sherman and a Tiger. There you go. Well, make her an offer. You know, get the metal version and, you know, throw it at her. Say, I want to get, you know, listen. Say, hey, give me a good discount because I want to buy two. I want to buy the Tiger and the Sherman together with the metal version. What can you do for me? Make me a deal I can't refuse. And see what she does. You might get a hell of a good deal. You know, buy one, get one free deal, maybe. Maybe she'll do a BOGO for you. You never know. I know I left money on the table. I should have, you know, and I would have if I hadn't already screwed it up. How you doing, Juno? I saw you pop in. It's good to see you, buddy. You know, so yeah, make her an offer. You know, tell her you want two, you know. Yeah, say Kenny sent you. Yeah, tell her that. Yeah, Hangar 51, you know, he talked about your tank on his show. He's promoting your product. You never know. That could go miles, you know. Maybe she'll give me a discount code to start using. You know, to tell all my viewers, hey, type in Hangar 51 at checkout. Save another 20%. Who knows? Couldn't hurt, right? Doesn't hurt to ask. It's free. So, yeah. You know. But yeah, after the conversation I had with her, I know I left money on the table. So, yeah. Don't make my mistake. If you do make an offer, go with lowballer. Give her, you know, hell, I'd go even lower than the lowball offer that eBay says she'll take, you know, and see what, you know, all she can do. More likely she'll counter offer, you know, if she can't go as low as you bid her to, she'll probably counter, you know, I can do this, you know, if you like that price, do it. Yep, never hurts to ask. Asking's free. Never hurts to ask. So, I was just so happy. It was so much cheaper than Motion. I mean, they wanted $300 for the same tank. And, you know, I was like, you know, she's only wanting $214. Then she wanted $37 shipping, but she had a make an offer button. I'm like, Well, okay, let's make an offer. So I did, and she took it. So, and basically was baiting me that, are you sure you want to buy it? There's $37 shipping. Are you sure? Okay, how about $170? That's what I should have done, but I didn't. But that's what I should have done. I should have said, well, okay, how about $170 with the $37 shipping? How's that? Will you take that? Like I said, just like Phil just said, it doesn't hurt to ask, right? So anyway, that's what I would do. See what you get. Yeah, that's true. That's awful. Yeah, absolutely. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Just don't ask your wife if you can sleep with the neighbor. Just ask her, do it, and then ask her to forgive you. All right, Gino, I know you didn't see it. I'm going to put the tank back up here because you're late to the show, and you didn't see this. So the tank we're talking about is this one. So there you go. We were talking about buying this tank on eBay, and you weren't here for that. So oh my God, Fred. Are you kidding me? Really? Are you that helpless? Okay, I'll post the link here. Hang on. Oh my God, what the hell is this for $7,500 she's selling? A hydraulic bulldozer, an RC 1/10 scale with real hydraulics bulldozer. $7,500. Well, $7,542.90 to be exact. But holy crap. All right, so here's the link to that. And then you can go look at her other stuff from here. So there's the link to the $7,500 dozer. Brian Chambers, what's up? How you doing, man? Boy, my feed is way behind. I don't even have the tank in my picture here. Hang on. There we go. Oh yeah, there. I saw an excavator. It was I think $27,000. It was like 1/6 scale, a lot bigger than 1/10. All hydraulics, real hydraulics. So yeah, you could. It weighed. God, I forget how much it weighed. It was over 100 pounds. But I mean, listen, you're not gonna go dig somebody's swimming pool with a radio control. You'll be there for a month just digging the hole. That you could do in a day with a real excavator. So why would you do that, right? So if you're just gonna go play in a sandbox, do you really need a $15,000 excavator to do the same job that the $50 one will do? Come on. So yeah, I had to weigh that out, and yeah, I'm not doing that. But yeah, oh yeah, I know these the real hydraulic ones are very expensive, but it's still a toy excavator. Yeah, 63 pounds. This is 13 pounds. This tank. So that one's bigger, and it's real hydraulics. So it's got the power to dig a tree out of the ground. If you wanted to do that. But again, why would you do that with a toy? Literally, it's a toy, guys. You can't get in it. Excavator or dozer or whatever. We can get on a real one and just get it over with. So I don't know. You gotta, you gotta kind of At least I have to justify some things, and that I can't justify that one. You know, an RC, a real RC dozer, you know, excavator, whatever. You know, for what? What the hell? You know, you know, you're not going to level your driveway with an RCS, you know, an RC bulldozer. You know, I don't know. I just, you know. But anyway, I guess if you've got billions of dollars, money, literally money to burn, then you can buy those big expensive toys, right? Oh yeah, yeah. You're talking about the real where they actually shoot real ammo at each other. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Boy, I don't know if I could go to that. You know, there's got to be stray bullets coming out of these things. You know, it's not like these guys go to school to learn how to drive them. You've got some bonehead millionaire that can go buy one of these, you know, that shoot real projectiles, and then you know, just start spinning the turret around, firing. You know, wherever it goes, it goes. So. So anyway, yeah, I can't, I just can't justify that. But um, yeah, well, yeah, hell, that new one that James showed last, was it Friday? $1,600 for a 1/50th scale Missouri battleship that doesn't shoot anything. $1,600. Oh my God. The 200s, the 1/200th scale one was 1,090, I think. But the bigger one, the 1/50th scale, was 1,600 something. Holy shit. Yeah. Yeah, no thanks. I was over my limit at the $215 I paid for this, but you know, after watching it fire the BB and recoil and the sound effect, I was like, okay, it was worth it. Yeah, that was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. I was like, oh my, okay. I'm over it now. I'm so glad I bought this. That's just badass. I can't wait to show this to my friend Wayne. He's gonna shit. He's gonna absolutely shit when he sees this. So, yeah. I bought, this was probably 20 years ago. Oh, what is it? The submarine that you're talking about? Is that what we're talking about? So I bought these. I bought a 1/6. It's probably a 1/16th scale dump truck and an excavator. Okay, and they were wired. You know, it had a real long cord on it, but it wasn't radio control. It was remote control. So it was wired. So I bought these, and my buddy Wayne was in construction. So I brought them over to his. I was working, but I stopped by there on the way into work, and I dropped them off. I said, check these out. I'm just going to leave them with you, right? So I come back at the end of the day. If I'm lying, may God strike me dead. He had four or six bags of oil dry delivered to the shop. And he built a road that was about 60 feet long out of kitty litter, out of oil dry, using nothing but my loader and the dump truck. He filled the dump truck, then he drove the dump truck and tilted the dump as he drove along, and then he raked. He built an entire road. He didn't get any work done that day because he spent the whole day playing with my toys. I showed up and I said, "The hell did you do?" he's laughing. He says, "I had to build a road. You know, I mean, you got an excavator and a, you know, or no, it was a loader, four tire loader that articulates in the middle. He says, you got a loader and a dump truck. You got to build a road. I cracked up. I couldn't believe he did that. Yeah, the batteries were dead by the time he got done. When I picked it up, I didn't even get a chance to run it. I had to go buy new batteries. So, but that was the funniest thing ever. I couldn't believe he did that. Right down the middle of his shop. He built probably about a 2 foot wide, but it was like 60 feet long road out of oil dry. Yeah, there's wars on. You can watch them on YouTube. They have boats that shoot. I guess they're just pellet guns on board these boats. They're battleships and cruisers and everything. But they fire at each other and put holes in each other's boats with these. And the idea is to try to sink the other guy, and they do. You have to aim at the water line, and you put a hole in the boat so that it'll fill up with water, and then it sinks. And that's how you win. And then what do? They get it out of the water and they put a patch over the hole and then they go right back into battle. Like, really? How many times you're going to sink your boat? Apparently they've got all the electronics waterproofed. So they don't care. I don't know if they just put a piece of tape over the hole or whatever. And then they go right back out and get in battle again. And it's hilarious to watch. They usually have something buoyant like the deck will pop off and float with a cord attached to it so that they can get the boat that's on the bottom, depending on how deep it is, because the deck area where the bridge is floats, and it's tied to the main boat with a cable, some kind of probably metal leader line for fishing. So then they just pull the boat back up, pour all the water out of it, fix the hole, and go right back to battle again. So I watched that one day. I was cracking up. I was like, oh my God, this is hilarious. Happy if somebody floats your boat? Yeah, Phil. Against the rules to ram. Okay, that's good to know. I didn't know there were. I didn't know about the rules. I didn't get that into it, but that's cool. Yeah, so you can't ram the guy. You got to shoot him. So they need to have a sound effect card in it, like my tank. So when they fire, it makes a noise because all you hear is the poop, the poop. That's all you hear. It just kind of ruins the effect. If it made a noise like this and flames came out the barrel and it recoiled, that'd be badass, Even if just smoke came out the barrel, like it does. They could easily put the smoke generator in the barrel and have it run for 10 seconds after you fire the round so that the smoke would, come out the barrel at the end. That would look cool as shit. There's this one girl, oh my God. All right, Phil, tell us about her. Hell, post a picture of her. All right, Fred, did you buy 3 boats or three tanks so you got free shipping? What'd you do? She's probably still up. She texted me late one night. We were having a text conversation, and yeah, I think it was 1 o'clock in the morning. She sent me a text. She's up late. I think she's in New Jersey, if I remember right. Guys, I am so excited about the 262 coming tomorrow. I can't wait to get that airplane. I've loved that airplane since they debuted it on Ryan's show, and but I just didn't want to spend that kind of money, and I still don't want to spend that kind of money, but I came into a little bit of money, so I'm going to spend it. Oh, she loves the Ram? There you go. There you go. All right, I got to fire my gun again. I can't stand it. I love this thing. I don't know where the BBs are going, but oh, they're right there on the my zapper. They're laying on the zapper. They fell right on the zapper there, so I didn't even lose them. I can't. That recoil is just the coolest damn thing ever. I can't believe they made it do that. That is so freaking cool. Oh my god, that's hilarious. I wish the gun had a little more elevation. You know, it doesn't move very far. A couple of wait a minute. A couple of the things you can change the speed of the turret. That looks pretty scale to me. I didn't fart with that yet. You can. All right, so I'll put the link back up again. This is just to get her information, so you can look and see what she's got. I'm not saying you have to buy the $7,500 bulldozer I'm sending you, okay? But you can, go to her link and then see other products. So take the link, find her, see what other products she's got, and go from there. My bug zapper's doing a great job of catching these they're falling right there. Almost all of them are falling right into the rack. So that's cool. I can give them back. Yeah, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, there's 8 of them sitting there. I don't think I shot it more than 8 times, so I think I got them all. Oh, there's another one, 9. Yeah, they're all right there, though. That's just too cool. Oh my god, I love this thing. Oh no, this is totally proportional, Eric. Just like your airplanes or your RC car, same thing. You can crawl it and just or throttle all the way up to full speed, which is actually kind of pretty quick. I wasn't expecting it to be quite that fast. I mean, it's not fast, in the sense of the word, but for a tank, I think it's kind of fast. Scale wise, it's moving pretty good. It probably took me to go about 300 feet. It probably was just over a minute to go 300 feet. I'm hit. Call 911. Oh my God! What's the number to 911? Yeah. So this is just. Yeah, I've been wanting this damn tank for years, and Motion was out of them forever. Out of stock, out of stock, out of stock, out of stock. And then they finally got them back in, but I decided to look elsewhere, and I got a much better deal somewhere else. So, just a flesh wound. You're fine. Don't worry about it. It's just a flesh wound. You're fine. What could possibly go wrong? So, what tank do you have, Eric? That doesn't have variable speed. What brand is that one? What kind of tank is it? Yeah, walk it off me. There you go. Yeah, just walk it off. You're fine. Oh, there goes my barrel again. Yeah, see, these things all have to be glued on. Just putting them on ain't going to work. They just get knocked off too many times. Yeah, I'm going to have to glue this stuff on. At least most of it. I might leave a couple of pieces off, just for ease of loading, the battery in it, because it's a bottom feeder to put the battery in it. So. But yeah, what a cool ass, toy. This is really cool. Does the headlight on the cannon work? It has headlights on it. There's a machine gun light that flickers red when the machine gun's going off. And then there's headlights and taillights but there's not a light on the cannon. Here, I'll show you. So there are the headlights. They're pretty bright. I mean, if I shine it right at the camera, it'll blind you. And then I think the machine gun's right here, I think. Here, let me do this. Then we can change that sound. And then there's taillights too. I'll turn around and show you those. You know, so they're blinking. See, right now the headlights are blinking, which just means that the tank is on. The switch is on. The tank's not on, but the switch is on. So it's going to sit here and blink. Same thing with the tail lights are blinking. And they're way brighter than you know, you can't see how bright they are, but they're pretty damn bright. Yeah, that's pretty close there. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you see how bright they are? So so that just reminds you that, hey, you know, you didn't flip the switch off, you know. But you actually start the tank up so you can drive anything from the transmitter. You have to press the start button to start it. But the flashing is a great idea. It lets you know that the switch is still on. So if you're not going to play with it anymore, make sure you turn the switch off. And but yeah, what a great. Yeah, the sounds are super. I believe this is 1/16th scale. I believe. I'm not positive. I think it's 1/16th. You know, because tanks are pretty big. So a 1/10th scale would be the size of this damn table. You know, it'd be huge. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a 1/16th scale. Now, you know what? I could probably tell you. Hang on a second. Let me look. Yeah, Eric says it's 1/16th, so he's probably looking at the ad. Yeah, that $7,500 dozer is it's 1/10th scale. You know, so that thing's got to be freaking huge. You know, yeah. Here's a $6,100 excavator. That's all hydraulic. Here's a little V8 engine. It's a V8 water-cooled methanol. Runs on methanol. $1,435. An actual running, working, 4-stroke, water-cooled V8 engine that you could put in RC anything. Now that'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Holy crap. That would be nuts. Hey, there's my crawler. She sells the crawler I have. That's a great truck, guys. What a good deal that is. It's a 1/10th scale 4x4 rally pickup. It's like the I forget the Bruiser, the Tamiya Bruiser. It's a copy of the Tamiya Bruiser, and yeah, $187. I think, I can't remember if I paid more than that for mine or not. It's really cool. It's a 3-channel, and it's got a 3-speed gearbox. It's got 4-wheel drive low, 4-wheel drive high, and then 2-wheel drive high. And of course, the gearing on 2-wheel drive high is the highest, so it goes the fastest if you put it in 2-wheel high. But Christ, in 4-wheel low, it's just crawling. You know, wide open throttle, it just crawls. So I'm sure, you know, I can't imagine anything that would stop it from crawling. It'd probably crawl up anything. She sells a lot of. I'm scanning what she sells. She sells a lot of cool shit. Holy crap! Wow. Nuts. Very nuts. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. All right, I got a message on eBay. Let me see what shipped. New message response. What is my new message response? Oh, it's from her. Anyway, okay. Let me get back to the chat here. It's a battle tank brand, cheap 1/12 scale. Well, 1/12 scale is bigger than this one. When you say cheap, like how cheap? How much you pay for that thing? And where'd you get it? And how long have you had it? Yeah, I love the sound effects too, Gino. The sound card in this thing is crazy. Um, yeah, that'd be cool. A guy with binoculars. So at the flying field today, it came today. I was getting ready to go to the field, and I was kind of dragging my feet, hoping this would show up before I went to the field, and it did, just barely. It's just about to leave, and it showed up. So I took it with me, and I opened it there, and started playing with it. And so where I park and where everybody else parks, it's about 300 feet difference between me and them. So I drove it. I sat in my chair at my camp area, my pit area, and I drove it all the way across the field where they were. Got it right by them. Turned the turret a little bit to line up with the guy, and I fired a BB at him, and it hit him right in the nuts. Now it doesn't hurt because they're just little tiny. They're the little airsoft BBs. You know, they're a little. I think they're made of rubber. Okay. Yeah, they're either rubber or plastic, but they're just little tiny. So so it didn't hurt him, but the guys were roaring laughing that I shot him in the nuts from 300 feet away. So You got videos of your tank, Eric? That'd be cool. Are they up on your show? Are they up on your channel? If they are, I'm gonna go look at them. Okay, cool, buddy. I'm gonna check those out tomorrow. I want to see that. So yeah, so I'm really glad I bought this thing, guys. I have no regret at all. Just the recoil on the gun was enough to do it for me. That set me off when that thing recoiled, and it did the same thing for everybody at the field. They absolutely loved when I made it recoil. They all just, oh my god, it recoils like and I'm like, yeah. They were freaking out, So it's really cool, and the guys loved it. They really loved it. I don't know how many I sold for her today, but it's kind of looking like I might have sold a few for her. Okay. One here. One here. I guess I don't know. No, I guess they weren't in the bag. All right, so I see one more over there. I can't. Oh, there's one there. Is it in the bag? No, not in the bag. It rolled off somewhere. Where'd it go? I know I'm going to lose that one if I try to grab it. So screw that one. Oh, there's one. Oh, no, that's not one. Piece of wire casing. You made a war video with all your Oh, I gotta watch that. That's hilarious, Eric. Oh, that's funny. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it because I'm falling asleep. It's past my bedtime. I gotta go to the doctor in the morning. Oh, hooray, hooray! God, I'm so sick of this. So anyway, thanks for coming, guys. I hope you enjoyed the show. Loved having you here. If you guys get a tank, let me know. Send me a message or something. Let me know you bought a tank. I don't know that Fred said goodnight or not. Are you still here, Fred? Are you researching? Fred's already got 2 tanks. I can't imagine he's going to buy another one. But it's Fred, so he might. It's like he's got more airplanes than me. He's already got more tanks than me. But yeah, no, he didn't say goodnight. So I don't know if he's just caught up in. I know what he's doing. He's trying to get 3 tanks so he gets free shipping. I know that's what he's doing. All right, guys. So you guys have a great night. We'll see let's see. What's Sunday? If we don't see you before tomorrow night, Fred's fly-in. You know, you guys can come to the fly-in. Yeah. Oh, yes. Fred's here. Okay. You know, you don't have to fly. You can just come to the Fred's YouTube show and chat in it, just like we're chatting right now. The fact that they're flying on screen has nothing to do with the chat. If you don't want it to be, you can just just come and chat. So come to the show tomorrow. We'll all be there, and I'll be flying, so I don't do a lot of chatting, but you don't have to fly. You can just chat if you want. So tomorrow night, around 9ish, when Fred gets home from work, and look for the Fred Barron RC, YouTube show, and we'll see you guys tomorrow in Fred's show. All right, guys, have a great night. Talk to you later. Bye.